Pies Nice 9 says, I've got to have a shit and a wank before doing anything. Am I right? Do you mean like in the mornings or just like before any activity? Because if it's before any activity, that's a bit excessive, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
How are you today, Rob?
I'm good, thank you. Just come back from work after having some time off, so I'm very tired. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Today's been good. There's been lots of exciting news about Magic, and I've made some content and done some productive stuff, so it's good.
Excellent.
They've changed all the button icons again on stream. I swear every 2 weeks they change everything to look different. There we go. Cool. So let's get a roll call. Who is here? We have got Defaultia, Pies Nice, literally any activity, he says. He just shits and wanks regularly at work. His boss is like, can you do this new task? He's like, well, better go have a shit and a wank first. Tat Walrus, Grull, Mage Beast. And we've got Third Shift Gamers. John is here. John, the biggest coffee nerd and snob I've ever heard of. Shiverer is carding from Mistcaller, but Cardboard Live isn't. I used to make Cardboard Live an admin. How do I do that? You can't do it from this button here anymore. That's an old. Fucking hell. Do I have to be in... 1 second, kids. Rob, what are we playing today?
Today we are playing Blue Black Mill. So if you saw the video that went up on Friday.
So it went out early hours of Friday for Americans, Saturday for Europeans.
Friday/Saturday. You'll know basically what the plan is. We're going to mill them out as per Millstone, milling out their libraries, and winning the game that way.
But we're not using Millstone because Millstone is garbage.
We are using Mesmeric Orb.
We are indeed. Oh, and now, as people are subbing, so Filthy Rascal, since it's been 9 long months, it's time for our stream, baby. Here's my child support, you shit. So today I'm doing a new thing. Well, I've just briefly explained to Rob before we come online, and he's just like, okay. If you sub today, you get to put something in my bum. Okay? So I have got, let me reveal it. This is a picture of my bum. Let's make sure I can be seen on. Can that be seen? God, it's bright in here. I need to close these blinds. This is a picture of my bum. Let's get a full face cam for this. This is a picture of my bum. And you get to give me an object and I will draw it into my arse. Okay? So Filthy Rascal 1, you can start. 9 months. What do you want to put in my arse? And Sir Smashing 1 as well. Sir Smashing 1 and Filthy Rascal. What do you want to put in my arse? 13 months Sir Smashing 1 as well. I'm impressed. I'm genuinely impressed that you stuck out this long. And Badger and Void said, wait, do I get something special for 9 months? Yeah, you put it in my bum. Come on. And Defaulty, let's call it with the cancer jokes. I think you should know better by now. Come on, where are you at? Has Filthy Rascal gone AFK? 15 months, Vince. I'd shove a Black Lotus up your arse. Okay, let's go for it. I've got to draw a Black Lotus, Rob. I don't even know where to start. Fucking hell, where to start?
Lotus petals there, yes. Let's
just write Black Lotus into Google. Use a reference image, of course, like all good artists would. Shopping? No. Images, thank you. There we go. Let's put a Black Lotus inside my arse then. Let's go like this. And then like this. There you go. There's a Black Lotus, boys and girls.
Perfect.
I think I've done a pretty banging job with that Black Lotus. I mean, it's not very black, but then I'm confined to like 4 colours of pen. So Smashing, as it's mill right, can we put a millstone up your arse? Of course you can, my friend. You can stick literally anything up my arse. I am not fussy. There is a millstone. I'll put a bit of thickness on that. Got to have some girth on that millstone. It looks a bit like half a chopped beef tomato, if I'm honest. But there's a millstone. So that was Smashing. Fucking hell. Don't all sub now, kids. I need to play some Magic between doing this. Fucking hell. So that was Filthy... Oh, Filthy Rascal wants a trumpet. Fucking hell. Okay. I'm doing this from memory of what a trumpet looks like. That's like a trumpet, isn't it? Fucking hell. Magic Fart. What a great name. And Bullshit 184. Or BS underscore 1. T84. What do I want to stick in my arse? I'm gonna like pause it after this when we get into playing, and then we'll go. Best yet, gotta get Mother of Runes in here. Mum in your bum. Oh fucking hell. She drinks a cup of coffee, doesn't she, Rob? Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, cup of coffee. It's like steaming a little bit, and then she's holding it with her hands. That's Mum. She's a bit wrinkly, isn't she? And then we're going to do the little ooh mouth. I'm going to put Mum up there. That's Mum. Fucking magic fart. What did magic fart say? God, this is harder than I thought it'd be. Flibbleluff is lost as end up in your arse fence. Oh my fucking god. Fibblefoot. Let's put his eye there. He's quite an easy guy to draw, really. He's only got like a fucking one eye, ain't he?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. It's a bit of a gingerbread man, Fibblefoot. And I do math. What did you go for? Baleful Strix. Fucking hell. Fucking. Okay, let's go for... I'm kind of just drawing an evil-looking owl. That end up looking a bit like...
That is basically what it is. So.
But it end up looking like Lisa Simpson. There we go. There we go. You may want to write a list down and draw it on the bog when you go for a shit break. That's a good idea, Glee. What I might do now for the subs, I'll actually make a list and then we'll do little breaks to do the drawing. Right. That's a good start, though. We've got quite a few things in my arse. Some of them are so far up. Mother of Runes, for example, is so far up. She's in my lower back. Right. So. Oh, God, my hands stink of ink now. This is Blue Black Mill.
Another one.
So it's very similar to... we're going to do some changes, aren't we? We just talked about mission briefing before we started, didn't we?
Yeah.
So people really want me to play mission briefing. Okay. So we are playing Hedron Crab and Manic Scribe as our, like... So we got sources of consistent mill, which is Mesmeric Orb, which is like the best card in the deck. We've got Hedron Crab, which is great with fetch lands. It mills 3 per land drop. And Manic Scribe, which mills them 3 a turn if we are in Delirium, which the Hedron Crab... the Mesmeric Orb enables. Then from there, we've got our big millers. We've got 4 copies of Glimpse the Unthinkable and 4 copies of Archive Trap, which is 10 and 13. Archive Trap being a free spell if they've searched their library this turn. We can force them to search off their Field of Ruin, or they can search off their fetch lands, etc. Then we have Surgicals to pick apart their plans from their graveyard. Then we have Collective Brutality to attack their hand, or their creatures. We have 3 copies of Fatal Push to kill pesky creatures. We have Crypt Incursions of one of and Bridges to hedge against like getting attacked. We need to survive to be able to mill them. We have 1 copy of Search for Canter for the grind and to flip it easily off of Mesmeric Orb and search for more bigger mill spells. 4 copies of Visions of Beyond, which are often just Ancestral Recall on our deck when someone has 20 or more cards in their graveyard. And 2 copies of Mission Briefing, which allows us to replay Vision of Beyond or the Trap for 0 or the Glimpse the Unthinkable. And then the other way we generate card advantage is to stick cards underneath our Sheldrock Isles. We've got 3 copies of this card, which when it enters the battlefield, it comes to play tapped. It looks at the top 4 cards of your library, you put a card underneath it, and then when someone's library has less than 20 cards in it, you can activate Sheldrock Isle and cast that spell for free. So ideally, we want to play Glimpse or Archive under the majority of the time, as far as I understand it, so that we can just finish them off with it. And that is the main deck. Rare Monsters, thank you for 2 months in a row. Let's get... what would you like to put in my bum, Rare Monsters? Every subscriber gets to put something in my bum. So have a think, and then tell me what you want to stick up my arse, and I'll draw it onto my arse picture in a moment. Our sideboard, I cut the Knights of Soul Betrayal that I played in the video on Friday, because they're just a bit shit. We're going to come to Ashrak in a moment, because Ashrak's actually quite a contentious pick, apparently. We have Echoing Truth to bounce problematic permanents, and to get all the Arclight Phoenixes, all the Hollow Ones, all the Gourmet Hangers, all the Death Shadows, multiple creatures tokens, for example, as well. Set Adrift gets problematic permanents on top of the library to be milled with the Mesmeric Orb as well, so we get rid of them forever. Fucking Collector's Oof. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's close that one. Collector's Oof. I'll draw it on in a break later. Oof. Cool. And then we've got 1 copy of Surgical and 1 copy of Extirpate. Extirpate is our 5th copy of Surgical, but it has split seconds, so it's got applications. But basically, these allow us to pick apart combo players and take away problem permanents from the graveyard that we don't want to see later in the game as well. 2 copies of Dismember for more removal spells. Devour Flesh, which is strictly better in this deck than Liliana's Triumph because we're not playing Liliana. It doesn't get through Leyline like Liliana Triumph does, but against Death Shadow, it actually shrinks their shadows, so it's actually very good there. Damnation, we've got 2 copies of to kill their creatures, and Crypt Incursion to stem the bleeding against aggro. And then we come to the contentious one that some mill players seem to hate, is Ashok. Now, Ashok combos and nombos with our deck in multiple ways. So Ashok says our opponent can't search their library with effects that would make them search. So what that means is we don't get to archive trap them half as much as we normally would. So when we bring her in, we probably want to cut some of the archive traps. But on the upside, she does mess with her fetch lands. She fucks with collector's with Court of Calling. She fucks with Scape Shift. She fucks with loads of random shit, right? The other thing you can do is because she starts on 5, she ticks down for -1 to mill them for 4. So total she can mill 20 if uncontested. And she exiles her graveyard. Now again, that's a non-bow with both visions and and surgical and crypt incursion. But at the same time, it's good at getting rid of all the shit in their yard, so we don't have a turn where Dredge just randomly make like 400 power and we can't win, or we get rid of Phoenixes, or we get rid of Snapcaster targets. So what I found when playing last Thursday and Friday for the video was that I needed to play clever with Ashok. Like there was one turn where I had to glimpse them and not activate Ashok, so I could then Crypt Incursion the following turn before activating Ashok for the final bit. So there's a bit of oh yeah, it's not a her, sorry. Ashok is a they. Or that said, apparently you don't even use they. Wizards have said that Ashok is just Ashok. Ashok doesn't even want normal pronouns like androgynous pronouns. They prefer just to be called Ashok, which is kind of weird and very difficult to use in normal conversation. So I am going to use they sometimes. So that's the deck, Rob. Rob,
okay.
You're alive. You are
Yes.
alive. Cool. Any questions before we proceed to playing some Magic?
No.
Right, let's just get into a fucking league then.
Yeah.
I think Ashok is less conversational than briefing. That's the thing, Ustinus. Like, some people just generally believe that I'm wrong for playing her. But Ashok has generally been really good. Right, competitive modern league. Let's go. Okay, obnoxious. Are you the one person that's had the problems with it that I've been talking to a couple of times? PhD, if you message me on Patreon now, telling me that you're PhD obnoxious, after the stream, I'm going to put it on this list of things to do here. Sort out Discord for PhD obnoxious. I'll get you onto that tonight. Right, let's go in with Blue Mill Mark 2. And Desatia, thank you for the 8 months in a row. Thank you for the support and the kindness of your own heart. If you would like to tell me something you'd like to stick in my arse, I will draw it onto the diagram of my arse during a break in a little while. Every sub today gets to stick something up my shit pipe. Metaphorically, of course. I think that's against terms of service to actually stick things up your shit pipe, Rob.
I'm not sure specifically worded as such, but
Probably not. I mean, you can probably stick up your shit pipe off camera. Actually, I reckon there's probably something against terms of service saying you can do that anyway. You know?
maybe. I don't know.
You do not have much to say on the topic of shit pipes in terms of service.
No, not so much. No.
Are you dressing for the weather? Because it's fucking warm in England right now, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I'm in shorts at the moment.
Yes, me too. But these are new shorts and they bunch up and push my balls into me a little bit. Right. Got to finish our league before 2 days' time. Due to mere weenie. No. Finally took up the courage to buy built Guiltleaf Palaces. How much are they? Can't be that expensive, right?
They're the elf land, aren't they?
Yeah, the green black one. Oh wow, TCG average of $25. Woof the bed. Hi Vince, you might not remember this, but a couple months ago I told you about an essay I wrote about role models, and I wrote about you. I came back the other day and I got the highest grade possible. Wow.
Fantastic.
You should drop me a link via DM on Twitter or Facebook or Discord and I'll have a look. Anarchist Abe. 14 months of my beautiful mug. Cheers. Anarchist, you now need to tell me what you want to stick up my arse. Did say give me something? My choice is Averson's collar, the symbol of our church. Jesus Christ. Averson's collar. You right there, babe?
Yeah?
Yeah? Just checking.
I was talking to Bray.
Yeah, I noticed. I can hear it from my headphones. Craig the Awesome for 7 months in a row. Thank you, Craig, but please let me know what you want to stick up my arse. Can I shove something up your arse? Badger, yes, you didn't you give me something to stick up my arse already? This is a keep. We're getting obsessed with my arse.
Yeah, let's play Magic arse later.
We're going to lead with... What is it? What's up, babe? Oh, you keep looking over at me. Oh, it looks... At the corner of my eye, it definitely looks like you are. Right. So they have played Horizon Canopy, so I assume they're humans or spirits.
Mm-hmm. Oh, excuse me.
You okay there? You got a bit of a cold?
Yes, I'm dying.
Okay, let's put Archive Trap under there then, because it's free real estate.
Maybe mission briefing would have been better, because it was more likely to use it later.
Well, if we can just fire at them and like mill them for 13 for free, because all we're doing with mission briefing is just milling them for 13 anyway, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So it's just the same thing.
I mean, it's not free now. You put it under Shell Args, it costs 1 and tap rather than nothing.
Yes, but we wouldn't be drawing that because it goes to the bottom of our library.
True.
We also had them wait for a long time on our turn for a reason. That's a painful mana base they've got there. That's a Thalia. That's really not good. We have to push it so we can actually play spells. We'll have to do it in their end of turn so they don't play a second Thalia next turn. Right. Let's get a watery grave. Pay some life. Pass the turn. They're a reading Sheldog. Probably default here. We have a reader. Yes, Electrum, there is a lot of news in the Magic Sphere today. We've got not only the London Mulligan returning with 2020, Magic 2020, not the year 2020, but we've also got the Netflix series, an animated series, being heralded by the, what do you call it, brothers? The Russo, that's it.
The guys who made the Avengers movies.
Yeah, which is pretty...
It's pretty
I mean,
cool.
I'm just wondering how much involvement they actually have. That's my real question.
Mm.
Is it one of those, you know, like, produced by Quentin Tarantino and it's not produced by Quentin Tarantino in the slightest?
Yeah, he just sort of looks up from a newspaper every now and again and nods.
Yeah, exactly.
It's humans.
It is indeed. That's a meddling mage, so I now need to fatal push it.
Yeah. And now they can name Glimpse or Push.
I mean, the safe thing to do is name the removal spells, right? But they might name... Glimpse Unthinkable was the most common... Oh, Mesmeric Orb. Fuck me, really?
Oh.
Okay. That is pretty unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to draw one of our other 3 pushes. Once again, what's your opinion on the London Mulligan? I had a small debate with someone earlier. I think it's fucking great. I'm assuming a lot of people are upset about it because people seem to think the fucking sky is falling. Okay. 2 freebooters, a champion of the parish, noble hierarch, and Thalia into the graveyard.
Cool. Another Thalia down. That's good.
But we have no sources of regular.
Mill.
Yeah. Do we want to? Is there anything in our current, like the current hand that we want to get rid of? Like maybe freebooters. But if we exile freebooters, we're gaining less life as well. I think Thalia might be the line.
I think Thalia is the line.
Got to pay life to do this. Brutal. The hand is Mantis Rider, Deputy of Detentions. They can't cast either of... No, they can cast Deputy.
Yes,
they can't cast Mantis Rider at the moment.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't. Oh, they can with Noble. Of course they can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot the Noble. So we're definitely getting Mantis Rider this turn. This does not look good for us at all.
No.
It's not even like we can't even empty our hands for a bridge because of Miss Miracle as well. Mm-hmm. Incoming Mantis Rider, which so we take 5 going to 8.
8 and then we're dead, basically.
No, because we're going to Cryptic Incursion and gain a little life, so is that. He's in the chat, lol. Who's in the chat, lol? They're ghosting you. They're ghosting me. Are they really? seems a little bit mean.
Oh, that'll be why they waited so long. They're like, oh, I just...
Oh, so Rullaborn is currently ghosting me, and that's how they named the double mesmeric orb.
Wow.
That is really lame. Why? Thanks, buddy. Why are you ghosting? I mean, they could have me on mute. I mean, I have checked to see if people are streaming before when I play against them, but you normally don't just like go in there and mute. You just don't go in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that is pretty lame. I wonder if they even bother replying now they've been caught.
No, probably won't. Unless they're being really cocky, in which case, you know, they're just a horrible person.
Well, as if like the draw wasn't hard enough. Well, yeah, exactly. So that's why they. I mean, naming Mesmeric Orb isn't unfair as a name from like a deck that knows about mill and stuff, but still, ban him. I can ban him. I kind of want to ask why he's doing this, or they're doing this, and probably ask them not to do it again in future. Like, I would like them to learn from this.
Yeah, because not every day you get ghosted.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'd happily ban that. I was watching and saw my name on stream, so muted. Right. Okay. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Right. Always best to assume not bad intentions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's play a Hedron Crab. Let's play a Swamp. Mill them for 3.
Another one.
Hit 2 creatures, which is good. Now we can Crypt Incursion for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Another one.
7 times 3, 14, 21 life. That's not too bad.
It's pretty good.
Thanks for the bits, Anarchist Dave. I appreciate it, my friend. Yeah, that would make sense around monsters, actually. If you could just like have a way to make your username hidden whilst you're live. But again, at the same time, if it was hidden or like noticeable as a streamer mode, then they could just go on Twitch and look for you as well. Well, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but I mean, it doesn't look good for them, unfortunately, did it?
It didn't, no.
Well, they're thinking long and hard about whether they cast the Deputy of Detention or the other card in hand. Okay. Or whether to... Oh, actually, they did have more decision trees than that, to be fair to them. They had the options to draw. Okay, well, better not give them the chance to randomly choose the right thing again, right?
Gobble, gobble, gobble. And they name.
Fatal push. To attack the other one from his Miracle. The snipe name could have been Archive Trap, I guess. So we know they've got 2 cards in hand, one of which is Deputy of Attentions. Snaring Bridge is pretty good.
Yep. One of the options we've got is we could surgical our own mesmeric orbs. That'll empty our hand.
If they're in our graveyard, yeah. The other option is to discard them to collect Brutality as well.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a few ways we can get around that. I mean, if we Archive Trap them like Shelter Isles online after a trap. So if we draw like land into Archive Trap, then we can Archive Trap them again. And then we're a long way towards them like dying.
Okay.
So now Deputy Detentions takes our Snaring Bridge. The only removal we've got is Push, and they have a Meddling Mage on Push, I'm afraid. Meddling Mage in a deck where it's tribally relevant is a pretty strong card. Well, Alex Abe, I like the fact that people talk to me during games and like the channel and compliment it or talk to me about things. Like I met the guy who invented Sylvan Plug whilst playing Sylvan Plug and got to talk to him about it. So that was really cool. So I like the fact you can see usernames, but there should be an option to like hide them, I guess.
Mill some more. Got up to shell dock yet?
No, they have 20, and it's probably quite small on your screen, isn't it? We have 27 cards, 26 cards in hand.
Okay.
So, like a glimpse will bring them down, an archive will bring them down. I mean, we've used our crypt incursion now, so we're reflector made on our headroom crab. Sure. Yep. Top deck archive trap kills them. Only if we can cast it and not die, but we're going to die the turn after we cast it. Are we dead here? No, we're not dead yet. So we go to 6, and now if we draw Archive Trap, we're 1 turn off killing them. So we're not a million miles away from... So if basically, if this was on the Mesmeric Orb name, there's a very good chance that game was ours. Yeah. Let's just see if there's any spicy tech in their deck. They're still playing Bugler. Okay. Cool. Well, they either got a good soul read or we got ghosted. Both of those feel bad. Neither of which we have control over, actually.
I'm going to go with ghosted, given the long pause at the start.
Well, they said that apparently they noticed that it was their name opposite me, so that way they saw my opening hand as well. So that sucks. Okay. Devour Flesh, Crypt Incursion, 2 copies of Dismember. We probably just want every single removal spell we've got.
Yeah, all the removal Damnation's going to be really good here.
Well, they name it with Meddling Mage.
We need your patented screen hand protector.
Yeah. I can actually turn my ghost card on. What does it look like these days? There we go.
Another one.
Another one. Let's get some fucking... Can't hear my hand, friends. Right. Sorry, chat. We're going to try and not get ghosted anymore. If that even is the possibility. I don't even know. So Architrap's bad. They don't search their deck, so it's not great. As Counter's too slow. Both mission briefings are probably too slow.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe Vision of Beyond is a little bit slow. And maybe Tremor Surgical. And that's our deck.
Yeah, that'll do.
If a ghost's literally got time to type out every card. The worst ghosting I've had is when I used to run around mazes back in the 80s, gobbling up pills. And Inky Binky and Clyde would come after me. Right. Want to play first? Yes, I fucking would. This hand looks legit, but chat can't see it.
This hand looks good. I like this hand. It's got certain cards in it. The second card in is very relevant. For
Oh
this
shit,
match.
they can still see a card. Shit! There we go. No! Shit! Okay. Got there.
Cool.
Us being on the play is pretty irrelevant as well.
Yeah, very relevant. Definitely. Okay, I think we can make use of the second land in our hand. To good effect, hopefully.
Yes.
Because their mana base is quite pushed.
Yes. But now they know, Rob! Now they know! Well, we're hoping they don't just play a 1-drop into 2-drop into 3-drop. So them playing Vile here is pretty good for us, because it means they're a bit slower.
Mm.
Okay, let's go ahead and...
See, we can play a...
Yep.
And a... thing? Orb?
Cool. Orb number 1. I think she's really upset this is what we've had to resort to. Yeah, I know. But, you know, that name in the first game was just too suspect.
Another one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like humans needs that much help, right? The deck's pretty solid.
Exactly. It's pretty consistent. So,
We've milled them an eighth of ours. We've done them a favour. Not that the cards you mill should really be taken that much into account, unless you're milling in huge quantities. But... So I'd love to draw a crab. Like, really, really want to draw a crab. Okay.
So I think we play the card we just drew.
Yes, I think so. I'll tell him. Oh no, the badger. If you want me to get a tattoo of Black Lotus on my arse for donation, it'd have to be like a, I don't know, like a 10 grand donation. There you go, 10 grand donation. I'll get Black Lotus tattooed on my arse. There you go. Yeah, I guess we have to kill it now, right? Yeah, we have no other option here, really. Yeah, I can't think of any reason not to push this now.
Yeah, definitely. And the next one. Yeah.
Badger doesn't like that price. So you want me to get like an irreversible tattoo of something on my arse because a guy on the internet asked me to, and you think my price is too high?
Also, going back to breaching terms of service, they never know whether or not you've got it.
I guess I could show. I could put it on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Briefly.
Would I, Rob, for £100,000, would you get a Black Lotus tattooed on your arsehole?
Yes.
My wife just said she would as well. There you go, boys and girls. My wife will get a. There's also a consideration where push could have been saved for this. We could have collected this. That's a discussion we could have had as well.
True.
It's now 4-4 as well. Oh, no, it's not.
Naming.
Damnation. Okay. Temporary tattoo? Yeah, easy. I'm fucking do that for cheap. Cheap as chips. Okay. Right, we milled 2 to our graveyard, including our set drift. We've drawn push, which is quite nice here. We can kill both their creatures.
I think we should.
Yes, I think we should as well.
So crack that to turn on the revolt. We need to crack it first.
I'm going to kill this first.
Cast that no modes.
I guess we have to get a second blue source with this, right? Or do we? Archive's the only double blue card, I think.
Mission briefing, we've taken those out. So yes.
Yes. Get rid of that. And then we've got meddling and named Damnation.
Yes, the milling.
Dahlia goes to the bin.
Good.
Phantasmal Image, Secret Coast.
Good.
Sin Collector.
Good.
Champion of the Parish.
Sure.
This is probably going to be... If it's a meddling mage naming
Don't.
Damnation, then we just kill it with a push. Oh, another Mantis Rider. Okay. Sure. Do I just take 8 and then... Is this another... Oh, wow. Okay. That's not good.
That is not good.
Well, I guess we're taking 4 this turn, then we're going to Damnation them.
Yeah.
We don't even need to crack this here. Oh, no, we do. We need block mana.
We do need a revolt, yeah.
Well, we don't, because we can target this and it just dies regardless, because of the trigger. But we need the black
Oh
source.
yeah, cool.
But we're going to target this anyway.
Yeah.
Because we can kill the other one a lot easier.
Push him off his own bug.
Take 4, go to 11.
Seems fine.
Then we're going to raff them. They're down to 0 cards in hand. Okay.
Cool. Goodbye.
Next turn they're going to mill 4 down to 38. Then we're going to mill them for 10 to 28. And then we're only 8 cards off Sheldock Isle. Humans is a bit of a rough matchup, I feel. It feels that way a little bit.
I think so. It's sort of like consistently, like it can apply pressure really quickly, and it doesn't
Well, that's
search. Makes archive.
Arguably, yeah, arguably some of the best pressure in the game without any fetch lands.
Which makes it tricky, but well placed damnation, as we've seen, a bit more removable, and we're doing okay. This is where the power of Mesmeric Orb is so clear, because just by playing magic,
They've got a
and
freebooter in hand. They're about to flash it in our doorstep.
Okay.
Is it read anyway? Okay. I'm hiding my hand because it looks like our opponent was ghosting me. Did I take the glimpse of the Mesmeric Orb here?
They take the glimpse.
Yeah, okay.
So we can
Orb.
field rune them off another land, and that gets them another card out of their library as well.
Yes.
So do that on the cigarette, I guess.
There's an argument for holding up in case you draw a Hedron Crab because you get another trigger out of it. But I'm going to do it in draw step. Guess Cavern is better because it pays for mana for other cards as well.
True.
How do you check your PK pens? I don't know, Badger. I'd have to have a look. They're playing 2 whole basics. Madness.
What the hell?
We can't draw an Archive Trap here, frustratingly. But we can draw like a Hedron Crab or... Bridge isn't too bad, to be honest.
Yep.
Stops them attacking, though, and the current self-reboot is currently our mill condition. Hello, MTG Tengu, my friend. Am I becoming a mill fan? I've always been a bit of a mill fan. Like, I've always had a soft spot for Glimpse the Unthinkable as a card that I always want copies of, but was so expensive.
And he has always been a casual scrub.
Wow!
All casual players like Mill, right?
That is true. Hello, Lenek. Thank God you've caught the stream. For everybody who's not subbed yet, by the way, if you sub today, I'll put your request on a list. I'm going to put whatever you tell me you want to put in there in my arse. I've got a picture behind me of my arse. I'm going to draw them in my arse. What is this going to be?
Mantis Rider?
I hope not a Mantis Rider. Anything but a Mantis Rider would be good. Why did they not get the orbs? That would have been pretty sick. I guess it allows them to attack. Sherlock does work off library, yeah. Also, our library's only got 24 cards in it. You are true. You are true? You are right. Okay, in which case, we want to make sure we mill...
Tap that swamp.
Yep. I forgot about this. That's a very good point. So mill ourselves
Well,
for
we didn't
4.
need to do 2, 4. Yeah, that's 8
Ooh.
cards.
Interesting.
Make sure we don't mill ourselves out here.
Yeah, we've got to be very careful of that now. And...
Okay.
So if we devour flesh them, they've got to give us back Glimpse the Unthinkable or the Chambers. They'll give us the Glimpse back, I'm sure. So we're going to mill ourselves for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to mill ourselves for 10 cards. I've not managed to mill myself out yet. This has not been a thing I've managed to do. So I think we can't cast the Devour Flesh here. That's not a thing we can do. Unless they tap a load of their lands, which they're probably not going to do. Because they tap 2 lands here, they play a 2-drop. Then that's another 4 mil to them. And that makes the glimpse really good. Oh, this is a close one.
Jesus. I think we can survive a hit. I don't think we need to Devour Flesh.
Yeah, we can survive a couple of hits, really. Just, are we going to draw a crab? Or something?
Yeah.
We need a crab, or we need like a third or fourth glimpse. Well, there's 3 glimpses in our bin, so we can't draw those. We can't. There's 1 crab in our bin. There's 2 of our scribes. We have very little mill left in our deck. Every time they attack us, they mill for 4. They're not going to attack. This is great. They just want to draw Mantis Rider, I guess. Okay, we have all the removal, but we only have 7 cards left in our library.
Oh,
Is this a case of who blinks first? Okay, we're not going to cast any more spells.
Okay.
We have 7 turns to go. They have 12 turns to go. If they do nothing, we lose.
Yes, that's true. So we need to hit them. Well, we need a Arc Trap, right?
Our mission, well, our contracts we decided out.
Oh yeah.
We just like draw. We probably need more mill to get them, but at the same time we need a lot of interaction. But we draw the interaction in like a wonky order, I guess.
Hmm.
But they also can't just let us draw another. Like, for all they know, all our Arco traps are our final 7. Well, that's something.
That is something.
This changes it. This changes everything.
This changes the clock. Okay, so that's 4.
But also we can crack it to get a water grave and shock ourselves because we don't want to bring it into play tapped. Fucking Jesus.
Oh god.
I guess the one thing we don't want to see is that we just want them to tap something. Actually, just tapping something.
Yeah.
Do we have another water grave in the deck? That is a question we need to check. There's 2, I think, in the deck. Yes. Oh, they're tapping stuff!
Yay. Champion.
Oh my goodness, they're tapping lots of stuff.
They're going. This is it. This is they're going for it now.
They're going to copy the Deputy of Detentions, I reckon.
Copy the Hedron Crab. Mill
Oh,
us.
if they copy our Hedron Crab, that would be the sickest line.
That would be amazing.
Copy the Deputy of Detentions, targeting our crab, right? Or do they target the Mesmeric Orbs?
Is this them blinking first?
I think it is them blinking first. I think we've got them. They can steal your orbs. They can't steal our orbs. We can crack our Bloodstained Mire and then we can push them. Then we mill 4, but they'll mill 6, and we'll mill 3 off the crab.
If they go for the orbs, we can get the orbs back on our end step. So
Yes.
then we don't suffer. So we can kill their stuff now with impunity.
There you go, chat. I'm going to take away. I'm going to do that. Okay. So the orbs go. That is perfectly fine.
Yeah. So now we can push, say...
Hang on, they're going literally mad. Okay. That is fine.
Sure.
But we want to push the deputy to get the orbs back, Rob. We can't just randomly and we also need to enable Bloodstained Mire to do so. Use Bloodstained Mire to do it, sorry. But we win. So they attack for 2 now, and we're like, sure.
We can devour flesh to take out one of their things. Because it'll knock out either Thalia or the champion.
Block here. And do it this way.
I mean, we might as well, because we've got the...
Yeah.
We got time.
This is game 2, I do math. I know. So they sacked... Oh, they gave us the orbs back. That was a mistake from us, wasn't it?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Why did we do that, Rob?
Don't know.
Another one.
Didn't think that they'd do that.
I wish I. Sorry, I'm not going to go. But I wish I'd listened to that. That was.
Yeah, me
That
too.
threw the game.
Oh dear.
Oh, we just did not need to do that. Now we mill 8. We didn't even beat the fucking ghost either. We did not need to fight
My
off
bad.
at all.
No, we
3D,
didn't.
we're
That was my
aware,
fault.
buddy. You don't have to like shout stupid with 3 exclamation marks in the chat. Like, if you can't tell by Rob's demeanour, like his voice, and my demeanour, we're fully fucking aware. We didn't need to use Devour Flesh, so what we had to do was we had to untap, in upkeep, crack our fetch, get a Water Grave tapped, mill them for 3, push their deputy detentions, pass back, and in upkeep they mill themselves for like 10 and die. So we had it. If we had game 2, we'll have to go on to game 3 where they're on the play, and they might have a non-vial draw. So we were close, at least for that game. Text. So I'm going to say about. So I'm excited about an animated series. I hope it's good. I'm very excited about London Milligan. I'm going to talk more about those in probably a very short video that I'm going to do tomorrow morning. Because we've had a lot of people. Why didn't we push the freebooter? Because that wouldn't have won us the game. That's why we didn't do that. The play was stupid. I mean, so I know Freddie. Sometimes you just got to let people tilt without being like, "Yeah, fucking moron," you know. Right. Let's keep this. We're going to go... Do we go Shock Grey? It depends. If they got removal, then we don't go Crabfoot turn 1.
No,
Let's see what they do.
so
Is this going to be Phoenix, then?
opt
It's probably Phoenix.
faithless looting.
But we didn't need to do that, Vami, did we? We didn't need to kill the free... No, but if we killed... Oh, if the orbs were gone, we could have killed the freebooter and cast a glimpse. Sure. Like, it's just, another means to another ends. Yeah, my bad. Right. They put Gut Shot and Thoughts Go in the bin. What is the optimum line here? Well, we'd have to shock ourselves. We can go Hedron Crab, we can double mill them and put it down next turn. Or we can lead Sherlock Isle now, but then we're a turn behind. I think we just play the Crab and hope they don't have Bolt. I think.
Okay.
Then mill them for 16 next turn. I will not be at Denver or Detroit. I'm at Seattle in between them. Was it Denver and Detroit? Or was it Detroit and Dallas? That in between Seattle. They all begin with D's. So confusing, Rob. Fucking Americans, their fucking city names, you know?
Exactly. Why can't they call them Gallus or Phallus?
Phallus is a great name for a city. I should have written down who asked for these. I've got to draw a Collector's Oof and an Averson's Collar inside my arse after this game. GP Phallus. I'm into it. Okay, they're thinking long and hard. They're called... Oh, hi, I'm a fan of your videos and good luck. Thank you. I hope they're not in my chat. At least have a different username on Twitch, right? If you're going to be a bastard.
That's true. Oh well, at least this isn't a match where you need to guess what's in their hand to stop them from playing the cards.
Sure, I mean
It's
it's
what they're
less potent because you don't have
Yeah.
Mending Mage and stuff. But on the other hand, I would counter argue that all hand knowledge is very, very important in Magic, and also humans gets that knowledge of freebooter anyway. Oh, they're the fucking lightning bolt, making that line a bit wonky. No, okay. Well,
All right.
let's put some phoenixes in their graveyard. Is that even correct?
Well, what's your other plan?
You do it once you've got access to
Surgical.
yeah.
Right.
But at the same time, we want to just get our Visions of Beyond online and just like mill them out, I guess. So there's no reason to do this because they'll go to 11 cards in graveyard. Put them to Finale of Promise in the graveyard. Cool, we didn't hit Phoenix, which is quite nice. We did load up their graveyard for Finale though, but... Oh, hello Julian, grinding with Bomberman. I find it funny that you're saying it's like printing money. I've played like 3 leagues of Bomberman and got absolutely screwed. Like every time. I couldn't beat Mono Red Prison. I don't know if that was just me having bad draws. Three mana finale. Is that what this is? Cast a sleight of hand and a bolt.
Yep, looks like it.
Oh no, a looting and a bolt. Oh, we're gonna get phoenixed. See you later, AK Guy 152. Thank you for hanging out, my friend. Maybe you are not good with bombs. What are you trying to say? Oh, you bought one of the t-shirts, obnoxious. Thank you, my friend. Have you messaged me on Discord yet? I didn't discard any phoenixes, so we are living life on the edge and loving it.
Okay.
So we can go glimpse them, visions of beyond, I guess.
Yeah, seems fair enough. Or is it now time to get the Shadow card down?
I think I want to do this now. And then we're going to go... Draw 3. God, that feels so strong.
Ancestral Recall.
Hedron Crab is a mill 6 next turn, if we want it to be. Julian wants to cosplay as Gay as Cradle. It's just a load of fucking plants and a couple of fairies, isn't it? Because there's fairies in the original art. Again, there's no phoenixes in the graveyard, so... Yeah, I do like it when you can actually surgical someone's fetched land and it actually hinders them or gives you enough information to act on. That is cool. Sometimes it can be a bit wonky though, can't it? 2 phoenixes. We're taking 6 this turn. So we take 6, go to 11.
That's fine.
And then if we can draw a trap, we can actually go glimpse, Field of Ruin. No, sorry, Field of Ruin, glimpse, trap when they die. So trap is the perfect draw. No. Okay. Shame. We can kill the birds, all but one of the birds though, so that's something.
That is good.
So we're going to go Collective Brutality, kill a bird, Surgical the rest of the birds, or Surgical once they've like dug their graveyard in, right? Play a crab, play a land. Is that what we do?
I think that's... Yeah, I think so.
Or would you play crab first? Yes, but just for I know at Phoenix, loads of decks are playing Surgical at the moment. It's crazy. Oh, we've got push as well, haven't we? But we can't push one of these unless we Field of Ruin them. But if we Field of Ruin them, we can go push.
Yeah, either way.
Push. So we go Field of Ruin, 1 card land, get back a land, right? And then we got 2 mana up, and we can only we can't kill both.
Oh, no, you're right. So we get a land, and that gives us 2 for brutality, and then pay mana for surgical. Pay life for surgical.
But we haven't got push there. That's the question. That's the point. So we can't brutality and push this turn, because we haven't got.
No, because we get a land from the Field of Ruin.
We do, but Field of Ruin costs 2 mana and itself. So we have 4 lands, which then go down to 2 lands. We cannot Collective Brutality, Field of Ruin, and push this turn. It's just not possible.
Yes.
That is yeah. We're playing Mission Briefing in this deck, and we haven't seen it at all yet. We can push thing, exactly. So, I think we go crab, land, collective. Crab, land. We put Archive Trap under it so we can get them next turn.
Yep.
That seems pretty good. Mill them, didn't hit a thing. So next time we can go Glimpse plus Archive Trap and they're just dead, so we just need to survive a turn.
So maybe do 2 modes and gain some life?
Yeah, do we need this push?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
No, because like we've got surgical, so if they somehow like go to kill us with multiple phoenixes, we just surgical them in response to the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if they don't kill us this turn, they're dead. So they got Bolt in hand. I'll play around Spell Pierce, Ape is saying. Maybe that was a good point. Oh, shit. I hadn't even considered Spell Pierce in, like, assessing.
Another one.
Sizes Badger. I mean, they might be, like, people might play one or two in the main. They're going for, okay, they thought Scoured and not found any more birds. Just one bird in the graveyard. It's 2 spells cast this turn. Just cast another Opt, and then we get you, buddy.
Yep. No. Faithless.
Faithless is worse, because I'm going to bolt my crab. Sure. Trigger and respond. Thing is, like, we don't even need to do this, but we're going to do it anyway, right?
Better safe than sorry.
If they play a land post combat, how are they going to 6 us from there, right? They've got Snapcaster and they've got Gut Shot in hand. Interesting.
Whoa.
2 Kraken Drakes in their main. Obviously, Thing of the Ices and like 1 Snappy.
Another one.
Yep.
I need to exile the one in the graveyard as well.
Six. Yeah, if they'd gone face with that lightning bolt.
Well, they had lethal if they weren't faced the lightning bolt. I think they're showing that we didn't kill them, but they're about to die.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Oh, we can double archive trap them. Seems a bit superfluous, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah. Let's win the game.
2 cards left and low. I kind of want to know how many basics they were playing. That was they had lethal on upkeep. Did they? I don't think they did.
Snappy bolt. Snappy or gut shot. Snappy gut.
I mean,
shot,
next upkeep. You mean? Because they didn't have mana for bolt, snappy bolt. If they hadn't bolted crab, they had lethal if they had bolted crab anyway. I think going for the crab was weird.
Yes.
Okay, they are dead.
Nice.
1 mountain, 1 island. Another island, 3 islands. Okay, so
Alrighty. So, what do we like?
Ashok seems pretty good here because they got fetch lands and they've got fucking snapcasters. They've got faithless lootings. They got snapcaster fetches, phoenixes, and faithlesses. So that seems good, right?
Yes.
Echo and Truth is also very good at putting all the phoenixes back in their hand. And then we want surgical and extra pay, I guess. Definitely. Crypt Incursion, maybe.
I'm not sure they're running enough creatures to really warrant it.
So it's got 4 Thing in the Ice, 4 Phoenix, 1 Snappy, 2 Crackling Drakes main.
Yeah, and if our goal is to just pick those out, then there's not going to be very much left for us to take.
It's also a bit of a numbo with Ashok as well, so maybe
Exactly.
we don't.
Okay, so what do we
We're going to
take
trim
out?
at least 2 archives because of the Ashok, maybe 3. Maybe trim Search and a Briefing.
Yeah, that makes sense if we're trimming.
There's a lot of decks where we want to cut the creatures, but I don't know if this is the one. I don't know if I would cut Brutality because Brutality not only kills Phoenix Obnoxious, but it also kills It also takes cards out of their hands. If we can get Finale of Promise or Mana Flows out of their hand, they struggle to play multiple cards at a turn. We're not cutting... I don't think we can cut orbs. Cutting orbs is like trying to cut your lightning bolts and burn. Do you want to switch our pushes for dismembers? That's a question.
It's a more reliable way of dealing with their creatures, isn't it? But it's quite painful.
They end up with a low amount of permanents in play for the orb. Maybe that is a good point, actually.
Lands on only a few dudes. Yeah, that's true. But we do want... But it's the only recurable...
Well, we can't cut creatures and orbs. We can kind of... I've trimmed one on a Visions, because Visions is a little bit clunky with Ashok as well.
Yeah.
We'd want the dismembers, right? Do they kill flip TTs? How big are flip TTs?
7/8.
7/8.
7s.
Nah.
8/7.
We'll keep pushes then. And they might have... they're going to have... What do you call it in the side? Hang on. They're going to have Pyromancer's Ascension, aren't they?
Yes. So, make that
Maybe we
control
should
much
play the
better.
dismembers then. 8 thinks they'll cut a lot of their burn spells for
Another
control elements, he says. Or effects.
Interesting thought.
Cutting all our pushes doesn't seem right, though, because Thing in the Ice is such a problem. This doesn't seem good. We can go turn 2, look at their hand. But if they're taking time to set up, Ashok's very good. I'm going to risk it.
Okay.
Ashok's just good. Like Sam P47 just said, like Ashok's good against Ascension as well. Oh, new patron, Hellahuck. Okay, they've shocked themselves. Is that for a bolt for our crab we don't have, or for a spell pierce for the spell we're not going to cast? Find out now. I guess it could be opt as well.
Another one.
I think Ashok's very good in this matchup. I just don't know if the rest of this hand was any good. So I might be keeping up the strength of one card, which probably isn't correct. Thought scale themselves? Yes! Just doing our fucking job for us. Come on, get the 20 cards in yards. We've got Ancestral Visions online. Go on. Ancestral Recall, sorry. Scalding Tarn. That's right. Thin your deck. Come on. If they cast a TT, we're kind of not in a good spot. Ascension's kind of okay as long as if we get a turn. Okay. Are they going to whiff on this, or are they going to just go off? Okay. This is looking promising for them.
Mm-hmm.
There are 5 cards in hand after Faithless is resolved. If they put 2 birds in the bin and have 1 free spell... Oh, we got second Faithless. So they're looking for a free spell like Gut Shot or Surgical plus the birds to go in the bin for a good turn. I don't know if I pitch Visions. I think I'm going to pitch and land to my Collective Brutality. Oh no, I'm not, because they're not playing a creature. But if they had a Phoenix in play. I guess we're just going to go Brutality.
Mm-hmm.
They got Finale, Bolt, and Sleight of Hand, so I guess we just rip the Finale out of their hand and leave them with one cantrip and a burn spell. The burn spell does kill Ashiok. What was the land in their hand? An island. But they'd have to bolt and then hit Ashiok with another thing, so we can still take down Ashiok once to like empty their graveyard of just gas. We don't want to do that before we've cast the Visions, really. This is where the clunkiness comes in.
The Faithless Lootings are a tasty target.
Yes. Okay. Oh, I don't want to cast that.
I mean, we can always...
I think they're going to bolt the Ashok eventually, and then we're just going to Ashok them again.
Yeah.
So now their yard's going. They can't crack fetch lands. Like, they can bolt Ashok now, and we're laughing. By the way, I had one of those sandwiches you recommended when I was at London 2 weeks ago. They're actually decent. Which sandwich did you get? The Vindaloo one? Which one? The one from M&S? But in Britain, like, shop-bought sandwiches from supermarkets are pretty good. But when you go abroad and you just look at sandwiches, they all look really grim.
They do, don't they?
Thoughts scour themselves? Yes, yes.
Excellent.
From M&S, yes, the Vindaloo sandwich. The thing that dreams are made of. Something chicken. Gut shot. Gut shot plus bolt to kill my Ashok. That's glorious.
Wow.
Oh, this feels good. The fetch land is that one. They're so keen. I'm just gonna play another Ashok and they're gonna feel so
Another
sad. So sad. Unfortunately, this isn't a combo, kids. Unfortunately, this doesn't work the way we want it to.
No, because it only affects evade control.
That is right. I'm gonna cast a Vision of Beyond in case we draw something sensual. That's pretty sensual.
Yeah.
So do we... But do we surgical something now for value? Nah, just hold it out. Fuck it. Okay. Now even if they have a turn where they go nuts off 3 cards and somehow try to put birds into play, we get to get them.
Yes, we do.
I'm just saying, people keep saying how Ashok's a non-bird other parts of the deck, and she is a little bit. Like, she is clunky with some of the synergy, but she's... not she, sorry. They are just really, really strong. Like, how strong was that? Just getting them, you know? Oh, yeah, we exiled a bird. Oh, you mean this turn? We exiled... Yeah, Phoenix off of the first Ashok activation. There you go. Ashok versus birds. We got them. Right, I'm going to get a drink, but first, let's update our list with Facecam. Let's get a Facecam. Where's Facecam? Facecam, come back. Where have you gone, Facecam? Full Facecam. Hello, boys and girls. This is my bum. So this is my arse. And we're putting things up inside it. At the moment, we had... I didn't know who voted them, but someone said a collector's oof. Oh, God. What does that even look like, Rob?
Isn't it the new oof thing?
No, I know that, but I mean...
Like a bearded gremlin.
There were some
thing.
arguments that it was actually using tropes from like anti-Semitic imagery, which I think is, I don't know if that's a stretch or not, but I know that if you mangle the style of the art, you might be bordering on it. So I need to be careful with what I draw here. So Collector Oof is shutting down your shop decks in Legacy. So he's like spiky nosed, tufty hair. He's got a big old beard that goes all the way down here.
Yep. Blue hands.
He's got spiky ears. He's got a little claw here as well, which is glowing. And then he's got his legs. And there's another hand there. And he's got big bulbous eyes with no brightness. There's an oof that's been stuck in my bum. If you two would like to stick something in my arse, you just have to sub. It's just for subs. So we've done that one. And then got Averson's collar, which is like the fucking Averson logo. And I'm going to try and remember this off the top of my head. So it goes...
Can we put Vince's arse up his arse? Like arseception?
We can get some arseception on the go, but it requires you to sub. There is the Averson's collar up my arse. So we've got a Collector Oof. Oh, where are we? We've got Balfour Strix, we've got Black Lotus, we've got Averson's collar, we've got a Millstone, we've got a Trumpet, we've got Mother of Runes, and we've got Fibblethip. The funny thing is, all of these are magic related, apart from the Trumpet. And I'll argue that is as well. I thought it'd be things like Canoe, or like, I don't know, a coffee percolator or something, right? But everyone's like, no, we'll go magic theme stuff, which is cool. I'm cool with it. Like I said, my arse is open for business, as they say. Right, I'm going to grab a drink, Rob. Do you want to take a quick break, chat to these fucking miscreants? What would you like to do?
I will grab a quick drink, actually, because
Okay.
I also need to hydrate, lest I dehydrate.
Right, we'll be RB. We're just going to go away for 1 second. Let's keep Stoneforge Mystic banding. Modern. Let's keep Stoneforge Mystic Band in modern. Let's keep Stoneforge Mystic Band in modern. Live, yeah! Containment
Oh,
B.
hey everyone.
Would love a Containment B. Right, let's get to the next match.
So, with the new Modern Horizons cards, can we expect a new brew of Mono Tron?
Maybe. I mean, I don't think Oza's Rage is anywhere near good enough, but I'll give it a shot. There's other decks I'm more excited to play. I'm thinking of doing a video this week where I'll talk about the 5 decks I want to play in Modern. Off of this, and then from there make them. But I also fly out to America 2 days after the set releases. So...
Well, better put your finger out then.
we've got a PK Pence question from Ape, which I'm going to answer after this game, and we've also had a sub, apparently, from Anarchist Abe. You are subbed for quite a long time. So, Anarchist, there we go. So, Anarchist Abe wants to stick Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And Rosha Jenkins for the Twitch Prime. Thank you, my friend. If you want to tell me what you'd like to stick in my arse, I'll put it on a list and we'll stick up my arse in a moment in a drawing form. We've won the die roll. We're against Galanator. We've got a hand of Crab, double fetch land, Mesmerical. This seems pretty good.
Seems good. Do we leave with the Dark Slick?
I think so. Into Crab, then go fetch land, Mesmerical, fetch land, whatever. They have Multi 5, which is both good and bad because they have a smaller hand. And...
Which means they have more cards in the library.
Yes.
They're playing around the combos.
They're obviously ghosting us.
Totally.
Okay, hopefully I'll just kill my Crab because that'll make me sad. Just leave a Strand first because Pluto has the utility of getting black source without hurting us. Okay. For my sub, put a Pug in there. Oof.
Ooh, nice one.
A Pug up the butt.
Pug up a butt pug, if you will.
Was that you? Okay, about that. That's good.
That was me. Yep.
Hold priority. Crack fetch. I like putting 2 Crab triggers on a stack. You see. That's my jam.
Next level plays.
I'm a big fan of the Crab. I play it in Commander.
Crab is good.
Oh, they are not Blue White Control. They are potentially as foretold control, you know, the balance and stuff, I think, with Teleria West.
Yep.
There's a question here. We could actually, like, circle them to get more information next turn. We can wait. Oh, we can wait a singular turn. Because if we wait a singular turn, we hit as foretold.
But we can Collective Brutality first.
Exactly.
That will give us, like, more information to see whether or not... Ooh, Cryptic Command in the yard, though.
But it depends if they remand or not. Well, we're going to mill them for another 6 off of the Polluted Dewas, so that's something. Oh, this could be good. Hold priority. Crack the delta. Resolve the delta. Get a swamp, I guess.
Yeah, might as well. Compare on this field of ruin.
Another one.
Endless one, engineered explosives. Oh, it's the land destruction version, isn't it? And it looks like they might have Nahiri Emrakul as well, so we might even want to use that for Emrakul at all times.
Okay, let's see the hand. I think.
Let's look at the hand that they've been dealt. Thing is, we don't want to go to surgical to Emrakul. They've remand our surgical. Bits for a portrait of Reed Duke. Maybe another time, my friend. Maybe another time.
Okay. Do you want to take all their remands now, then?
I don't know, because I really want to hit... Oh, this is hard to say. Surgical and Nahiris, maybe, but then if they have remand... I guess remand versus surgical is terrible, because we just keep paying the life.
Another
Cryptic
one.
we've got to worry about, I guess.
True.
But they're not
The
costing...
cryptic is way more impactful.
They're not costing the Nahiri or Cryptic for another turn, nor the Kirin either. I kind of want to know what's in their hand, though, so perhaps I do hit this Nahiri now.
Yeah. It also
Okay.
lets us know how many Nahiris they've got. So they've got two.
So their hand is Narset, Path to Exile, and Possibility Storm. I don't know what this is. This is the first time in a while that I've been truly baffled.
Okay, so we've got Teferis here.
They don't have an Emrakul. What on earth?
Oh,
is
it's
this?
Possibility Storm Lock. They use Teferi as a knowledge, and Possibility Storm as a knowledge pool lock. So you can't cast any spells.
Oh, it's like Knowledge Pool, I see. Because you can't cast it at non-sorcery speed, so it can't be cast at all. Okay. Interesting.
So...
Outside of Nahiri, though, they have literally no way to bounce the artifact, right? Oh, no, hang on. Ah, fuck. Teferi can bounce our artifact. Just wondering if we can't actually lose. Okay, so we need to get Possibility Storm out of their hand.
Yep.
And then exile
and then nuke
them,
it.
which we can't do with
we-
this. We need to just
sorceries,
mill
yeah,
this
sorceries.
and then get rid of this.
Yeah.
They're going to play Narset,
Okay.
which is going to find part of it. Emrakul is in there? Where? Oh, it is there. Oh, God, we've got to put our Emrakul as well. I couldn't miss that.
Oh, Jesus.
This doesn't seem like a good matchup for us. Any Emrakul deck doesn't seem like a great matchup for us. Anyway, let's get rid of that. Not having the Leylines makes it a little bit weaker. Because Leyline deals the Emrakul problem, kind of. So does Narset, kind of. Guess we should just attack. Mainly because it mills us for an extra one off the orb, which only enables our visions. So there's actually a practical reason to attack with the crab.
Important message.
They're probably very happy to see us playing mill, considering... Did they have a tile in hand? I wasn't paying attention. They got a storm, a path, and a... Yeah, of course, 'cause once we exile the Emrakul, we've got to keep going, haven't we? Ugh. So we want to hit it sooner rather than later as well. Well, that's the Teferi coming. We can try and take them off of... No, we can't. Doesn't work. Well, we can take the Teferi out of their hand. That's the lock-off line. And then we've got one more surgical on our deck to kill the Emrakul.
Yeah, I guess.
That's not good.
No.
Because the other thing is we can't threaten Teferi once he's down.
Yeah, that's the other problem. We have no planeswalker removal.
Houston is, if you take Teferi, we have no way to deal with the Emrakul. Literally zero. We need to draw our other surgical. But that said, can they win without the Teferi? I don't think they can. Oh, Endless One. They cast Endless One and get Emrakul. So we need to surgical that as well.
I think getting the Possibility Storm is the answer here.
Yeah, because then all their deck does is draw cards.
Yeah. And eventually you get to 15 mana and cast Emrakul.
Yeah, that is true. So they got a Teferi and a Path in hand, and a Teleria West, which goes and gets the Endless One. So, okay, we need to somehow draw our third and final surgical. Oh, we've got mission briefings too. So actually, milling ourselves might be very strong unless we mill both mission briefings and the last surgical. If they draw Emrakul, they lose. Interesting. Oh, we're out of basics. Because we've milled 2 of our only 5 basics.
And there are others in our hand.
Yeah! That is not where we want to be at. By the way, if you want to buy one of these new t-shirts that are available for another 2 weeks, you can type T in the chat like this. T! Lightning bolt into hand. Goodbye, Mr. Crab. We hardly knew ya.
Goodbye, Mr. Crab.
Yes. Thank you, PhD Obnoxious, for buying one. Can you buy tea? I love my own brand of tea. I've just started drinking coffee, by the way, but I don't know if we spoke about this.
We mentioned it briefly.
Yeah, I haven't drunk tea or coffee for my entire life. I really don't like the taste. My wife pointed this out. It's chocolate, like sweets that taste like coffee. She doesn't really like coffee chocolates, but she says it's very different to actual coffee, which is I think is actually correct as well. But yeah, I've never really drank coffee before, and now I am. Okay, that's a one of our visions of Beyond into the Graveyard. So, oh sorry, not. We don't care about Vision Beyond because this will wreck us. We care about what's it called? Mission briefing.
Yes.
Okay, there's a mission briefing.
Cool.
So we can get the Emrakul if we mill it now. Oh no, we can't because the Shadow Eye was tapped.
Oh, okay, we just got to fade this one turn.
Looks like we've done it.
Ooh.
And then once you take the Emrakul, do they have no way to win? Well, they shuffle the library back in, so there is that.
Yeah, so we'll mill out before they do, potentially. Well, almost certainly.
I guess. We need to hit that Emrakul sooner rather than later, right? That's what needs to happen. Okay. Let's play a Manic Scribe.
Here we go.
Oh, I should take the path out of their hand first. There's the Emrakul. Right.
Cool. Right, don't fuck this up.
Well, I've got Activator Shelldock Isle. Cast an exiled face down card. Yes, I would like to. Why can't I? Oh, Teferi.
Oh no.
Wow, their deck is like so good against us. Like unbelievably good against us.
Jesus.
Fuck me. Okay. Right, let's Ashok them to death. Let's Crypt Incursion them, because that gets rid of Emrakul as well. Extirpate and Surgical. And we're going to bring in all our bouncing effects. We're going to cut all of our pushes. I think we might want to cut like our Mesmeric Orbs kill us as well. So we probably want to just cut those.
Bridge.
Well, they can't attack with Emrakul. So how often do they get Emrakul into play? That's the question.
Yeah, but Nahiri kills it.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So fairy bounces it.
Okay. Is there anything else in this deck that's terrible that we'd rather have Fatal Push instead of? Is Brutality really any good? WMM0020, please! And thank you for subbing, my friend. Please choose something to stick up my arse, and we'll stick up my arse on the board behind me in a moment. They found their one good matchup. Yeah. This is a competitive league, by the way, as well. This should all be tier stuff, right? Push kills endless one. I don't think that's ever going to be relevant, Ustinius.
Yeah, because the only time they cast in this one is to in the possibility storm.
Actually, that said, if they just cast it for 4 and we have no way... Oh, we've got Set Adrift and Echo in truth. Brutality only hits sorceries in instance, that's why I'm asking, is it bad? If hit their remands, their cryptics, their bolts, and their paths.
And that's it. None of those cards we really need to worry
But
about.
Orb kills us before it kills them, so I don't think we can play Orb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we have to. Do that way. Ashok seems like it might be pretty good on the whole. Like, if you just chain Ashok's, right? XL 20, XL 20.
What does Ashok say?
Mill 4 and then exile all the cards in the graveyard. So the trigger doesn't stack after.
The passive.
Effects they control. Effects your opponent control cannot make them search libraries. Search their own library.
Okay. So possibility storm is reveal, I think, or look at.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Let's keep this.
Seems okay.
Yeah. Hopefully, when we glimpse them in a moment, we might see the Emrakul immediately, and that's at least that out of the way. Then we only have to play through the Possibility Storm lock. Okay, let's glimpse them. I do love the art on Glimpse the Unthinkable.
Me too. I've always loved it. It's so cool.
Okay, so we've got to turn to a Possibility Storm or to Fairy Matter. There's also a Remand there, so we could also use our surgical strategically for that. Because we're casting Ashok turn after anyway, right? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So we get rid of the remands, we can definitely slam the Ashok free.
That's true. We might not need to, though.
They brought in a braid, by the way, and now it's blanked.
And we see the hand.
You would surgical response to their fetch. That's pretty good, yeah, because we cast the Ashok and then kind of have to. Okay, so the hand is... Oh, that's a Dovin's Veto. Oh, shit. And a Spell Pierce. Oh, my... And a... Is it Charm? Oh, my God.
Wow.
We're never resolving that Ashok.
Nope.
Oh, my goodness. What do they bring us? There's 1 engine explosives... There's no... Endless one's in hand. Ashok is really good, apart from we can't cast them.
Yeah, we're going to have to get to a state... We need to bait out all counter spells, essentially, don't we?
We have nothing that they care about enough because of Emrakul. Their hand could not be more gas in a matchup where I think we're just completely fucked. So even if we had gone for the surgical on the fellow trying to response, and then cracking it with the Ashok on the stack, they could still pierce us. Okay, well they can't counter that with the cards in hand. They can Izzet Charm it though.
True, but that's one thing out of the way. So
Exactly.
Let's get in.
Who run the world? Crabs. Who run the world? Crabs. We're 1-1 at the moment, Hudson. Knock it off, Hudson. Did you get the reference from? Aliens.
Aliens. Yes, I was there.
I guess they could tap out for a Planeswalker and then we just get them. Kinda. Because just the new Teferi can't bounce walkers, FYI. Who run the world?
True.
Crab people. That's my Hedron Crab dead. Okay, that's one of the many counter spells they've got access to down. They've shocked themselves. We're winning on life totals, boys and girls
No
at home.
set. Nothing.
No, they've got Spell Pierce
Spell
and Dove
Pierce.
Veto up.
And Dover Veto.
Okay, let's just glimpse them, I guess.
Yep.
Sweet. Right, it's just Oven's Veto to go, kids. Just Oven's Veto to go.
We're getting there.
Why would you counter that when you've got Emrakul in your deck? Pessimistic
They
Pingu,
haven't got anything else to do with their mana, I suppose. So.
yeah, maybe. But they'll just... This seems bad for us, to be honest. Does it? Can you explain that logic? I don't understand. Like, Glimpse is just quite bad in general, unless we have a surgical access to surgical. We played against humans round 1.
And it was silly, because I fucked it.
Yeah, what can you do?
He has
That's
a
a
better magic
surgical.
player.
So I guess we take the Possibility Storm next. Which they'll counter that, right?
Probably.
They'll counter this. With the Dovin's Veto. Do they veto this? Oh, they've drawn Cryptic since they still have veto afterwards. But at least we get to resolve the Ashiok. Cryptic does draw them a card though.
That is true.
Right, we're sticking a Walker.
Seems good.
Kinda. Okay, so now we've got them over half the library in exile. Did we hit Emrakul? No. Okay.
Okay. Fucking hell.
Did they have Cryptic in hand before?
No.
I don't think they did, but I could be wrong. Okay, well... Maybe we should have just got rid of that. Okay, cool. Do we leave Archive Traps in? That's my next question.
Can't remember. Check the sideboard.
I did. So this has value for that, but killing this is a thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the visions are bad if they try to cast a Narset as well. But it also counts our graveyard, by the way, so Mesmeric Orb enables it, but in this matchup we've cut Mesmeric Orb. Do I kill the Desolate Lighthouse?
Mm.
Do I kill their only red source that's currently in play?
That could be better.
All these questions and more. I think I'll let it go for now, and then see what they discard.
Okay.
Boyo's Vengeance. Yeah, they can get a mountain if they've got a mountain left, which I guess they do. Yeah, they do at the moment. So I guess we can wait until we mill the mountain. Time Raveler. A.
Okay. Pay attention if they tick up or tick down.
Well, they can't. Ticking down just draws them a card. Bahamuti! Thank you for 2 months in a row, my friends. They're digging. They're digging. Bahamuti, if you'd like to come up with something to stick in my ass, then let me know, and I'll put it on the board. I'll put it on the list to be added to my ass in a moment. They only have 17 cards left in the library.
Well, almost there.
Extirpate.
Seems pretty good.
3 divisions now.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. Do we extirpate that Flooded Strand just because we can?
No.
We can't do it in their turn because this exists.
Yes. Oh yeah, we can't. With that on the board, we can't. No,
Exactly.
no. It's only if it ticks
No, that's its static ability.
Oh, it's passive. Ugh, how annoying.
So the
you have
Flooded
to-
Strands, there's one in the Exile Zone, two in the Exile Zone. So we'll get we'll get an extra card out of the library, put it on 16 cards in library.
I don't think it's worth it.
But at the same time, like, are we using it for anything?
I mean, I'd rather Echoing Truth bounce to Fairy, force them to replay it. Might be a better line.
Okay. We can also look at the hand in the draw step with the extra pay. This is getting counted, isn't it? Okay, there's the Dovin's Veto that we knew about.
Cool.
I think it's very dead now. So we get the Dovin's Veto and see if there's another one on the left. We should have took notice of any doubles in the deck for extra pay purposes. Oh, they had another one in hand. Got them. Oh god, they have Possibility Storm and Endless One. Oh god, if they cast it, oh, they're going to cast Possibility Storm next time if they draw a red source.
Yes.
And then Emrakul us.
Yes.
Okay, let's hope we mill the Emrakul now. Don't take their red source. What? Don't take their red source. What do you mean take their... We can't take their red source. What? That's a very weird statement I don't understand.
So they've got Teleria West in hand, so they can cycle for their
For
red
one more
source.
turn. But then we've got... next time we can go Ashrok tick down, play Ashrok tick down, and we get 8 of the cards in their library. And then there'll be 4 cards left in hand with the field. Don't take their red source with the field. Okay. Why are you saying that in capital letters, Ape? You're confusing me.
Oh, because they can float the mana
Not in our turn, they
to
can't.
the red source and then...
I got excited. Okay. So activating Desolate Lighthouse? Yeah, okay, we're in a good spot. Actually, yeah, they got to draw a red source that isn't an Arid Mesa or a fetch land. Because Ashrok turns those off.
That is true.
Yeah, that's why they're ditching Flooded Strands. Derp. Of course, I just thought about... So extracting that... Wait, hang on. Oh, we didn't extract that in the end, did we? Extract the
No.
other one.
Yes.
Interesting. XL4. Do we hit Emrakul? No.
Jesus.
Let's have a single Steam Vents and a Mountain in their deck. So surely hitting them with a Further Room makes them less likely to hit her as second red source, or more likely? Oh, there's a Steam Vents there. So now we have to hit it because they've only got a Mountain left, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully. If we've done that right.
We know they haven't got Dover and Veto in hand because we got rid of them. Sure, we keep choosing
This one.
this one.
Yep.
We exile 4 cards. They have 2 cards left in the library, one of which is an Emrakul. It's like in the video where I couldn't hit the Woodfall Primers. I could never hit the fight. In this case, doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
So now there's a very strong chance there's an Emrakul in their hand.
And if they draw it, they're just done.
Well, yeah, and they can Desolate Lighthouse it away to shuffle it back in, but then we just exile it, right? Better lucky than good. I guess so. No, I think we've navigated this match quite well. And again, Ashrok's turned out to be just pretty solid.
Yeah. Especially against this, like a matchup where we're really not favoured.
Well, imagine if that was just a ley line, right? We wouldn't be winning. We'd have a ley line in play and we'd just be casting cards that don't do anything. Ashrok is very proactive.
It is. And
This seemed like a
Flooded-
solid... Abe says this seems like a solid 15% matchup. Yeah, it's 1585 value to them. Okay, right. Game 3. Oh, is the stream still going? Someone said it froze. And what were you saying, Rob, before I cut you off there? Sorry.
Yeah, I was saying that the Ashok with the fetch land interaction works quite well as well.
Yeah, that was actually really good there, so... Okay, so they've got braids in their deck for our artifacts that are in our sideboard. See, and we glimpsed them once, didn't we? Had the other one countered and then Archive trapped them. We're currently 1-1, and this is 1 apiece, but this matchup seems quite literally abysmal. Is this our worst matchup in the whole of Modern?
Probably, yes.
Okay. We can set adrift a walker. We can brutality something out of hand, and we can trap them. This seems bad against the Emrakul.
Yeah, it seems very bad against the Emrakul. But other than that, I think it's okay.
But do we want to go for hand with Ashok or with Surgical, right? So Smashing One, if you're interested in the Allosaurus combo, I did a video on it when the London Mulligan was live. Let me grab you a link. I'll put it in the description in the chat now. In the description below. You can tell I work on YouTube, can't you? It's like my default phrase. Jesus, what's wrong with me? This video I get no money on because I used 7 seconds of the Kirby Enthusiasm theme tune.
Another one.
All of my ad revenue. So thank you for that, buddy.
Bastards.
I know. There you go. There's the Allosaurus Rider combo deck. It's pretty fun. I think we have to mulligan this.
You reckon?
Which it's very reactive and very it doesn't stop them.
Okay.
It's reactive.
Yeah,
it's both reactive and unable to react to our opponent's game plan. So it's not the correct form of reactive.
Okay.
Okay, this is kind of proactive, except we can't cast any black cards. Let's keep this. Yes. Okay, that seems good. We go Crab into Manic Scribe. We've got a Surgical.
Seems good.
I mean, this Possibility Storm deck is the kind of thing that I'd happily play on the channel, you know? Right, Crabby Boy.
Here we go. Got crabs.
Who will win? One Spaghetti Monster and a storm of Quantum Flux? I don't even know what Possibility Storm is meant to be. Is it like a...
It's like loads of brains. I've no idea.
It's a storm of brains.
Absolutely. So did the Hedron crab actually wake up the Eldrazi?
Ha.
He's fucking around with that Hedron. Like,
But I don't think Emrakul's inside that Hedron specifically, Rob. It seems very small.
might be.
Unless that crab is absolutely huge.
there you go. So you don't know. There's no context. There's
Whilst-
no scale birds.
Big
or
if
anything
true.
like that.
Big if true. Do I mill myself later on over Delirium? No. I want to draw a land, don't I? So I think that's not good.
Also, Emrakul.
Emrakul doesn't make our library shuffle.
No, but we've got a thing to pick out an Emrakul, so we should. Oh,
That is true, so we want to get it now, don't we? Okay.
yeah,
Well, we hit Is It Charm in the graveyard.
that's good.
Milling Us also enables Set Adrift.
Milling Us also sets up mission briefing.
Yes. Hello, babe. Nice nap? No. Well, okay, sorry. Narset, parter of the veils. She takes the veils, Rob, and she parts them down the middle. Or sometimes she goes away from center parting and goes for like a side parting. It depends.
Side parting the veils.
It depends on the occasion.
Right.
Okay.
Good.
No, it's not good. We are in trouble.
Attack.
She's not against marriage. No. She comes up. She is paid to go to marriages, to wedding ceremonies, to part the veil for the partner to kiss the bride, whoever's wearing the veil. You know, she's actually like in the marriage industry, making a lot of money. Yeah, we've gone from we've had a terrible matchup, then we've somehow secured a win through, I think, relatively good play. Like we played to our outs and we played our cards properly and well. Then we've mulled to 6, kept a 2-lander, and I think things are going horribly wrong.
Yes.
They've got a Remand in hand, which is actually really bad against Archive Trap and Surgical. But they've just found Dispel, which is very good against Archive Trap and Surgical. Oh my goodness. Draw a land? That's not a land.
We can't use it because Narset.
Oh, you can use it in their turn.
True.
Yeah, big brain think. Ape, you can part a veil. You just get a knife, slice down the middle. Okay. I think this game is over.
I agree.
Anakin! Anakin! The game is over! Bait out Dispel with it. That is what I'm going to try and do. Is part of the Water Veil something to do with Narset? I don't think specifically that card is to do with Narset originally, but Narset is originally from Tarkir, where part of the Water Veil is like... No, part of the Water Veil is from Zendikar, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Ah. But that's a Water Veil, where this is like a time or space veil, perhaps? Hello, Fuzzy. Welcome back to the Groove Room. I don't know what I'm talking about. I wish they searched with that. I really do.
Do you want to cast that vision?
I do. This can get dispelled, and then I'm going to feel real bad.
Got a land, sweet.
We've got a black spell, Exile's Emrakul. Well, Ashok under there's kind of good and kind of bad. Yeah, we need Ashoks. Oh, Duck 33. 33 ducks in a trench coat, all hanging out, just being ducks. I like you do. Because you've subbed today, my friend, for 9 months as well, so I appreciate all the love and support. You get to choose to put something in my arsehole. So if you would like to choose something, I will write on a list, and then after this game I'll draw them onto my board behind me, which depicts my arse having things put into it. A second part of the veils.
Mm-hmm. Looking at the cards.
They've got a remand and a dispel, and now it's a fairy. Go on, tap out. You know you want to. A portrait of me. 33 ducks. Oh, Jesus.
Another one.
Okay, that's something.
Yep.
We've got 5 minutes on the clock. We're not going to win this. What can we do? What can we do? 15 cards in graveyard, 31 in library. Can't cast Ashok yet. They only cast the Teferi next turn. That's kind of part of the lock. I guess we Field of Ruin them in draw step on a red source. Then we can't cast the Archive Traps. We have to do it now.
It's just going to eat a dispel, isn't it?
It is, but I mean, something's got to eat a dispel, right?
True.
They've got both... Fuzzy, we know they've got both Remand and Dispel in hand. They're an Emrakul deck. There's a lot of stuff you need to understand for this match right now. It's very odd. Okay. Does this resolve? If I were them, I'd be letting this shit resolve and just worrying about this. Dispel that. Sure. And now we can take Time Bender out of their hand, and that way we're not going to get locked in a turn's time.
True.
Oh, I wouldn't got an island. I should have got a swamp off of this.
Yeah.
I'll get one next turn, I promise. Yep, Rockshay Jenkins has just noticed my punt as well. Dovin's veto. Oh. Well, fine. Blue decks are lame, man. I guess we just cast Mission Briefing here.
Yeah, might as well.
Surveil 2, we're going to put...
Oh wait, can you not do the Archive Trap and then Archive Trap?
I don't want to do that now, though, do I? Because I want to... Because of Emrakul.
Oh, yeah.
Also got to worry about the Teferi lock.
Oh, yeah.
That's all very complicated. So we're going to get rid of this Teferi.
Yep.
Nahiri next turn. Woof.
Oh, joy.
They've got Remand and Crypt we've got to play through as well.
Fucking hell.
This is literally the worst matchup in the history of matchups, so I wish this wasn't the thing. See you later, Craig Dawson. Thank you for coming and hanging out, though. I appreciate it. So we can Field of Ruin them again. We've got Archive Trap on top. We get a black source. And then hopefully we can Crypt Incursion them if we hit the Emrakul off of the Hedron Crab trigger.
Yeah.
There's no way this beats any other deck. is what Hideous says. So this is Nahiri. So they have Remand up, which means we can't double Cryptic Coat in this turn. We can't even jokingly attack anymore either. Okay, so we're going to go and hit a red source again, I guess.
Yep. Get a black source this time.
We can actually Shelldock Ashock. I've just realised. I probably should have done that. Because now I glimpse them, they're going to hit Emrakul. Okay, I don't think I Archive Trap them here, even though that kind of seems like what I should have done there. Because this is going to get Emrakul in 2 turns' time, right?
Yep. But we can set it adrift.
What, the Emrakul?
Well, that's sorcery, isn't it? Set adrift.
It's also got haste. Second main glimpse them, they hit Emrakul, we're sad. I guess our only hope is hoping it's in their hand. Because next time they untap with both, they untap with Cryptic and Remand.
No, if it was in their hand, they would have discarded it in the Nahiri already.
That is true. So we can't use that out. Okay. On the upside, when the Emrakul hits us, we go to 1.
True, we will survive.
Oh, they can't cast both counter magics. They don't have 4 blue up. But Nahiri makes an Emrakul next turn, and we can't resolve this Ashok unless they fuck up here and cast another. No, they don't. I don't see an out here. Okay, we've got the extra pate.
How many cards have they got in there?
We can cast as Ashok, but they can just Cryptic it.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Set Adrift in the Nahiri to get another card for Delirium. We can't Set Adrift in the Nahiri because they're just going to counter the Set Adrift, aren't they? Glimpse into a Set Adrift. Okay, that sounds like a plan. They cannot let this go. They just remand. Well, if they remand this, they can't Cryptic. Sweet. And then we can cast this.
Well, now we can cast Ashel.
Is that? Oh, is that the better line? That's the more balls in line. So if we hit the Ashok on the mill, if we hit the Emrakul on the mill, we win. If we hit the Emrakul on the, if we don't hit the Emrakul on the mill, we lose. I think that's 2 all in. That's 2 all in for my liking.
You reckon?
We've got a minute 12 to win this as well. So put this on top of their library. Oh, they had a second remand. Okay.
Oh well.
Shame. So we had some. That match was a bit of a fumble, but it was a lot closer than it ended. It ended up being a lot closer than it looked like it was going to be. Because if we could actually deal with that here, the other thing, then our clock was going to kill us. But then we could actually play a game where we try and resolve the Narset. And we had extra pate in hand to go get the Cryptic that was in their graveyard to get the Cryptic out of their hand. We actually did. Yeah, we would have got hit by Emrakul, lost all our opponents, gone to 1 life. And then we would have had to try and win in 1 minute 10 with 1 life and no opponents. Back to life for me. Ciao. See you later. Bahamati, did you give me a card to stick up my ass? Well, I'm going to grab a glass of water, then we're going to draw some ducks, a pug, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I'll be back in 2... Oh, Ashok stops Nahiri. No, it doesn't. It does.
Oh, yeah, but they had the remand anyway.
They had the remand anyway, but yeah, the Nahiri line was actually better for that reason.
Oh well, the more you know.
No, we wouldn't have got them with Ashok. So, Rift, the reason we can't try and get them with Trap after the Emrakul hits us to 1 is because Emrakul goes to the graveyard afterwards. I believe it's not exiled, is it sacrificed? I'm sure it is, like Sneak. And then we get it all shuffled. Ashok is really good. Surprisingly so. Rob, I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to grab some water. Oh, it goes to hand. Huh. Oh, maybe you could try to do that then. They can't remand Ashok. Why can't they remand Ashok? It was pretty telegraphed that they used the remand first rather than the cryptic. But we had to go on the information we had. We couldn't just assume because they'd cast one remand, they had a second remand, right? Like, in that circumstance, we couldn't do that. AP boy. Moon guy says the land. The land what? You shoulder card it? Right. A Mox Tantalite with a beard. Oh, Jesus. Tantalizing. Well, I will be doing the drawings once I grab the drink. BRB, kids. I'm back in seconds, Rob.
Sure.
You can chat to them about clouds or D&D or whatever.
I suppose I can. Hello, chat. Just realized you could have cast Ashok in response to Annihilator. They can remand it. We play it for free and then remand it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like everything but Ashok. Rob, what's your favourite waterfowl? What is my favourite waterfowl? What an excellent question. I think it's got to be flamingo because they're fucking awesome. Have I ever played Shadowrun? Yes, I have played Shadowrun. I haven't played it all the way through, but it's pretty good. Oh, the actual tabletop version. No, I haven't played the tabletop version of it. Played the video game though. Played Dungeons and Duck. Yeah, I haven't played the tabletop. But I do hear it's quite good. I'm running 5th edition at the moment. Getting some Tomb of Horrors action. Should be quite good. Doing that on Thursday. I'm excited for one particular cleric, Yorgmoth. I think he's going to be pretty cool. So I'm very pleased about that. And all the new zombie stuff as well. Carrion Feeder in Modern is going to be sweet. I'm very pleased about that. So yeah, lots of cool and exciting things coming in New Horizon. Modern Horizons.
Right.
Right, drawing?
Were you chatting to them at all?
I was, yes. We were talking about new Modern Horizons and...
I just put the headphones on and it's dead silence. I was like, has Rob died? Okay, okay. Where's my pen? Right. So on our list now, we've got... What am I sticking in my arse first? Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
I'm going to draw a rock with a haircut.
Make Vince play D&D on stream. I can't make him, but I have suggested it.
It's
and
something
we've
we'll
talked
definitely
about
get around to doing.
It's just so little time in the day, and I'm not a full-time professional streamer, so I only have so much time.
Maybe one day, Rob. Maybe one day.
Maybe.
They gave him kind of the fringe that The Rock used to have when he was like The Rock. I gave him like big strong arms. I'm gonna put a little bull tattoo there.
Give him the people's elbow.
He's got there's an arrow to the people's elbow. Look. P's elbow. I'm gonna get a nice close up of that. Wait a second, camera reader. Like, ugh. Get out of the way, you fucking notepad. There we go. There's the Dwayne The Rock Johnson. People's elbow. Right, next up we've got put a gun to Vince's head and shout, "I'm a DM bitch, no roleplay." Don't think that's how it works. I need to do a pug. Fucking okay. So we've got to do like a little nose.
Got those big bulbous eyes.
Like, yeah, like I'm gonna put veins in these eyes because it's like a pug on drugs. Big floppy ears.
Lovely. They don't have big floppy ears.
Don't they?
No, everything about them is stunted, isn't it?
Oh shit! Well, it's kind of a dashing now, kids. There's my Dax. I wish it was Dax. Daxies are way better. Mox Tanflight with a beard. Fuck. Mox Tantalite.
Yeah, it's a new one from Modern Horizons.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
The art
a
is
U
incredible.
with a circle in the middle.
But I just hate the card. That's the problem. And
So where does the beard go? That's the question. Does it go on the orb or on
I
the
think it goes on the
U?
orb. So the orb's gonna have a bit of a beard there. Like that. It's gonna have like a Kenobi beard. It's gonna go around there as well. Bit shaggier than a Kenobi beard though. And then we're gonna go to and there's lines on it there. If you would like to stick a Mox Tantalite or similar up my arsehole, then all you must do is subscribe, my friends. Whether it be renewing a previous one. There he goes, Mox Tantalite with a beard. Oh my god, Vince, you're my hero, marry me daddy. Okay, young Frugal. Depends. Would I get a decent dowry? Are your parents going to pay me a good amount of money? Young Frugal Twitch Prime. Okay, young Frugal. What's it going to be?
Ducks,
Oh shit, the ducks. Ducks.
Ducks.
Fucking ducks.
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Alright, Rob. So, ducks. We're going to have a trench coat. Then we're going to have a duck bill. Sorry guys, I'm going very quiet because I'm in deep in thought about how to draw the ducks. Oh, I've got a really itchy nose, works my hay fever. Sometimes you just got to get detailed, you know? I'm hoping Wizards will pick me up for if they ever need a card with things in a bum. You know? And there you go, kids. There is a shitload of ducks all sticking their heads out of a trench coat. Shitload of ducks in a trench coat. Or in this case, Duck 33 is their code name. I see an ass drawing random shit on an ass. It's in the ass. It's a metaphor. What the fuck am I watching right now? So because you've subbed, Young Frugal, you get to choose something to stick in this ass. So what would you like to stick? Excuse me, I'm feel like I'm drunk. I'm not. So what would you like to stick in this ass? So give me something, Young Frugal. Give it to me in the butt. What's it gonna be? Teferi? Oh, for fuck's sake, really? Okay. Teferi. There he is. Okay. Is this what you've used for something at your preview card? Next time I get a preview card, I should draw it in my butt. Right. No, I shouldn't do that. They would not like that. Teferi real quick. This is going to be a difficult one, isn't it? So let's go... shoulder pads. We've got his head. And we've got a neck. Then we've got a bit of chest there. Okay, cool. Got another pad there. We've got another, like, jacket. Oh, lapels. Let's go like that.
I'm back.
Like that. Hello, Frugal.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Teferi.
Teferi, that's it. The pose of his hand is kind of important, but I can't do hands very well, so you have to like it in Olympic kids.
Is it Rob Liefeld who can't draw hands? Or was it feet?
Yeah, Rob Liefeld cannot draw. It is hands, isn't it? So whenever you see a Rob Liefeld drawing of any character,
It's either clenched fists or no hands.
or like, yeah, they're just out of shot. Which is funny, because as a kid, I couldn't draw hands or feet anyway, but I used to love drawing. So what happens, I'd spend a lot of time getting one hand right, okay? And then I'll be drawing a person for some reason. We're talking about when I was 6 or whatever. And then I'd just halfway through decide that the character was a zombie and only had one arm because I couldn't be bothered to draw the other one. That was a really regular thing because I was really into like all the Resident Evil like art book and the books and shit. And there's Teferi, look. That is a Teferi inside my ass. The preview video would just be 5 minutes of PleasantKenobi squeezing out a deuce only to reveal a card floating in toilet water. And it'd be a common as well. It'd be a common that's unplayable in any format that I play. So I'm going to put my arse away for a little bit. But I grapple for the win for 2 months in a row. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the support of the channel, for everything I do. For any of you who've tuned in somehow and you're not aware of my content, this is probably pretty fucking weird, but this is kind of what I do. Wait, let me see it again. Oh, Jesus. Okay. If this is your submission, screenshot it. Hang on. Full face cam. Best fairy. He's got no legs, because I got... I mean,
The picture doesn't have legs either, so you're alright.
I mean, that's not bad, is it?
It's pretty... Like, if you do that in Pictionary, I'd know who it was.
See? I'm not bad. I mean, I lack any of the discernible skills of an actual artist.
Yeah, you know Noah Bradley. That's definitely true.
No, exactly. But I grapple. Hit me up with what you want to have stuck up my arse, and I will draw it shortly. Right, let's try and win some more games with Mill. We've got a little bit unlucky. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
We've had a ghoster. We've had like the anti-Mill deck.
We've had the ultimate punt.
Yes. Does anyone know how to download clips on Twitch? Ape, you can just Google it, buddy. There's also Twitch Leech. I think it's called a Twitch Leecher, which allows you to download VODs and clips. It's what I use to get my VODs when Streamlabs decides to go fucking weird and not download them for me. Let's go back to actual full screen. There we go. We're in a game. Would you like to play first? Yes, I would. Our hand is double crab. Can't lose. Let's get them. Doom Switch. Doom on the Switch. That's out now, isn't it? Right, go crab number 1. They're F6. They don't have gut shot, Rob.
Yes. Okay, what are we up against? Flooded Strand. Control again.
I don't know if I classed that last deck as control. I'm unsure.
Yeah, it certainly is combat. It's true.
They pathing us? Sure.
Black sauce.
Let's go Hedron Crab, Sheldock Isle. Target them, say okay. I stick Archive Trap onto it and get them with that.
Yes, I think so.
Yes. Any order. I think the thing with Ashok in the main is that we'd have to reconfigure the rest of the deck because Ashok doesn't play well with parts of the deck, which we can trim post-board. It is just straight blue-white control from looks of things. Path and Cryptic Command. This push is only really good against like the singular Snappy or 2 Snap. Well, say singular. A few copies of Snappies and the Colonnades, of course.
Yeah, Colonnades, yeah.
They've got Counter Magic up.
Okay. So, we want to stick on his canter.
We do. So, I think
So maybe lead with the
bait with the
glimpse.
glimpse, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they got the Snazzy Islands.
I hate them. I don't know, hate's a strong word. The fact that they haven't got a border makes them not feel like Magic cards.
Okay, Mana Leak. Sure
And
thing.
Ashok, this as Kanto will set up our Delirium and make our draws not bad.
Nice.
Cool. There's a snap in there, which is nice. Well, that's Field of Ruin can now either disrupt our Shelter Isle or our Kanto. Do we want to draw a Glimpse?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Because it will force them
Oh,
to
I
either...
fucking wrong way around. That's a punt.
Mm.
Snapcaster Path my Crab. Sure. I want to put into hand, not into graveyard. If I just... yeah, it's because we were talking. Like, I haven't actually fucked up another counter activation whilst filming with this deck. Or in general. But then as soon as we're streaming, I'm like, whoops, the daisy.
Oops.
Yeah,
yes to that.
And... well, to be fair, they would have disrupted they would have shuffled our deck here anyway.
Yeah.
So it didn't achieve anything. That'll gain us 3 life total. So that's nice. And... yeah... colonnade into the graveyard. Pushing the snap castle does help enable our delirium slowly but surely, I guess.
It does. It's not like we're doing... Oh, or can we activate our trap card yet?
No. There is 39 cards in our library. We're halfway there. Living on a prayer. 2 Field of Ruin. Interesting. Jace the Mind Sculptor, eh? Wow, that's a card advantage engine if ever I saw one.
Yep.
Hmm.
So they've gone for the brainstorm here.
They have indeed.
Okay, so are we pushing anyway, just for
I
lolsies?
guess so. Like, it's fine for a colonnade later, but I mean... Right. Plute Delta. I've read a crab and play, that'd be pretty good.
So no, put in the bin, up the delirium options.
Yeah. Draw an orb, that's pretty strong here.
Yes, and they're tapped out, which is nice.
It also means we can tap everything and just mill ourselves for a load to enable both Citrus Counter and a Manic Scribe.
That's true.
That's not bad.
Cool.
Probably should attack with Scribe just to get one more mill in. So this deck has mainboard answers to Mesmeric Orb. It can obviously Cryptic bounce it, but mainly I think they're playing at least one D-Sphere. Oh, there it is! Nailed
And
it!
there it goes.
Redirect mill to Jace. Yeah.
This is a lot of cryptics there in the graveyard. Is that 2, I see?
2 in the graveyard, that's right.
Nice.
So Crypt Incursion is actually actively bad here because it increases the number of cards in their graveyard and we want to be able to cast
Yeah,
our
it
visions
does.
when we find them.
Right, do we want to tap our lands here?
Yeah, I guess we still crypt them anyway for the 3/6 life.
Another
right?
one.
What's the benefit?
We're less likely to get colonnaded, and if we draw a bridge, we've got less cards in hand. Which again stops us getting colonnaded.
True.
Like, what else are we doing with this card?
No, yeah, that's very, very true.
I guess we can dish it to Catch Brutality, but then what are we doing? Killing a Snappy or gaining 2 life? Like, there's just no reason.
Yeah,
not to.
okay.
There's not much reason to do it, but there's very little reason not to do it.
Not to do it, yeah.
Oh, actually, maybe just having... Actually, yeah, okay, Elite just nailed it after... Literally after we did it, Elite said, it came from the Ray, you're bluffing. Cool, right.
So
So they haven't
you want to
tapped
put the House
anything.
Counter on
Yeah.
Another
the other
one.
way around?
But they got Field of Ruins, so it's kind of irrelevant.
So I think we want this.
Well, I say no, it gets milled by Orb anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely sacked it wrong. Okay, that's something I did during the film of the video that I've done. I still haven't learned from. There's the bridge that we're getting our hand size down for. There's a second bridge we're getting our hand size down for. Okay.
We hit delirium now, yeah?
This is pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, okay.
So you can wait for them to tap out and then mission briefing glimpse.
Yeah. This is where they condemn my Manic Scribe if I attack.
And we have delirium online now, do we?
Yes. Field of Ruin in my Shellrock Isle. Okay.
Right, now we go for it. Mission briefing?
We can't mission briefing into the glimpse here because it's sorcery.
Okay.
So we can't get the library down and then cast this. It's not a thing we can do. So I think we just have to let this go. On the upside, they're now milling themselves more.
True.
They're putting 6 cards into their graveyard in this upkeep. And they just drew a card and such a card out of the library. And they're pathing on Manic Scribe. That is a shame.
Nothing we can do about that either.
No. It's only 4 cards milled here. Dovin's Veto, Island. Like, in a pinch, we can do this and try and put things into our graveyard. What art is that? Oh, it's Japanese art, isn't it?
Cool.
Mesmeric Orb does fuck with them keeping things on top of their library as well.
That's true.
That Field of Ruins is going to be a strip mine, by the way, because of our search. Time Raveler, sure. And I assume they got a Dovin's Vita up as well. Oh, they're just bouncing on Mesmeric Orb, sure. So, untap. I don't know how much Mesmeric Orb is in paper, actually. Put in the graveyard, no. Transform this. Cast a Mesmeric Orb, I guess?
I mean, clearly they've got a counter, so maybe
Yeah.
mission briefing.
Well, let's give it a shot. Let's mission briefing and then glimpse them. Because they might have to counter that, because that's 10 cards and they've got 22 left.
Exactly.
Let's put that in the graveyard. Put that on top of library.
Yep.
Choose glimpse. We can go glimpse them. Oh, hang on. Oh, they got 6 cards in hand. Sorry, yeah, of course they have.
So
We glimpsed them. So that took them to 12.
Cool.
Okay. We can also
Yeah.
just mission briefings glimpse them again.
No, we can't.
Yes, we can.
Only
Oh no, we
see
can't.
three.
Sorry, no, we can mission briefing surgical them, or we can mission briefing. Yeah, it doesn't do much. I guess we'll just cast the orb when we get to counter. We can mission briefing the glimpse next turn.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, because we're not activating our canter here, are we? Because
No.
so this gets Dovin's vetoed now.
Yep.
On logic noted, okay.
Okay.
Sure. And then they're gonna Field of Ruin us next turn, which is just a fucking elaborate strip mine.
Which is fine, 'cause we've got plenty of mana anyway.
Well, we'll lose this canter, but they'll take a card out of the library down to 10.
And then if we resolve a...
It's not a mana scrub on top anymore, which is frustrating. We actually said no to the search. Oh, you can't say no to the search for that one, I think. They're going to start sculpting our deck. But that said, there's 10 cards in their deck and there's 34 in ours. So we're in a good spot for... Unless they cast Timely and beat us to death.
As good as I can.
Scrub Lord, thank you for the subscription for 5 months in a row and a 1 month streak. I'm having a good day. If you want to pick something to stick up my arse, I will put that on the list and we'll draw it into our arse in a moment.
Null
Okay.
set.
That's a Time Raveler. They just revealed Spell Snare, so we have to use Mission Briefing this turn.
Yeah. Well, we win this turn, right?
We just win, yeah. I
Cool.
think,
Ah, so they fate sealed us, saw the land, thought they had another turn.
yeah.
Cool. So bottom. Mission briefing resolves. Target that. Target there.
I think Control's a relatively good matchup.
Yeah, I
Especially
think so.
game 1. They can't... It's because their pressure is so slow.
Mm. Oh, we're put to exactly 0.
Yeah.
There we go.
Cool. Game 1 done. So I genuinely believe this deck is actually legit contender in Modern. I'm not saying it's not the best deck in Modern, but I'd say it's definitely in like the upper echelons at the moment. That way. So Astrox seems pretty good. Because we're going to a longer game, I guess.
Yes. Bridges are bad.
Bridges, they're quite good at stopping the Colonnade, so I think we might want to leave 1 in. Because if they can't kill us with Colonnade, they can't kill us. Like,
That's true. We've got pushes as well, don't forget.
but again, so we need to have some sort of removal, because they're going to bring in, like, so in that video, what I lost to, so I think I googled a sideboard guide for this deck.
Yeah.
And there was one on Reddit by some Japanese player who plays this a lot. Some of the sideboarding seemed really weird, but I guess there's probably logic behind that I don't understand. Anyway, I followed the sideboarding guide, then they just played Spell Queller and Snappy and beat me to death because I had no removal. So, yeah, Colonnades, Spell Quellers and Snappies are a thing. I think we want Push for all of them and Never Dismember. We can probably trim on those. How much do you want to bring in? We want to bring in Surgicals and Extirpates because they're really good against their deck.
Yes.
Cryptic Incursion's terrible.
Yes.
That's 59 cards right there. Like, how many... We want all of these, right?
Yes. I think we can trim the removal.
Like that. And then we're not dead to an aggressive play, but we've still got these.
Yep,
So we've still got 3 ways to kill a creature.
that's true.
Well,
We've got
two
no way
of
to
these,
kill,
these don't kill spell color. What were
no
you
way to
saying?
kill us Lyra either.
Yeah, if they have a Lyra or a Baneslayer, we're in a bit of a shit position. But at the same time, the life gain from Lyra or Baneslayer doesn't matter too much.
No, not at all. But the 4-turn clock.
It does, but then we can so balancing is actually pretty good there as well.
That's true. It does eat up a lot of their mana.
Collective
let's
push.
do it again.
No, because collective allows us to strip counter magic out of their hand, which is actually more valuable than killing their creatures. So I think this is better.
Because like collective brutality, we can like take out. the
Actually, maybe I
veto.
shouldn't. I've just realised we've trimmed all 4. This is from what Elitas has said. So I agree. We didn't want to trim all 4 archive traps. We probably want to keep. So archive trap is a non-bow Ashok, so we have to trim some number, but we probably want to keep some. This hand seems pretty good. We can't die the colonnade if we resolve this. They have to then deal with it with a Teferi or a detention sphere.
Yep.
Keep. They might not even keep detention sphere in because I didn't see. Did they see? Oh, they saw orb. Of course they will.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go Flooded Strand, crack it. Go and get. Do we want to get a Water Grave or do we just get us an island and get a swamp next turn?
I get Watery Grave because they're gonna field for us.
In which case, getting a basic's kind of better. I guess. Oh, you mean later in the game?
Yeah.
Yes. So I agree, Remy. So I think we should have kept some of those archive traps in. We should have spread it out a little bit, like trimming one of our glimpses, for example. They now have Veto or Logic Knot up. So we can also go Brutality. Ah, for fuck's sake, that's really frustrating. Yes, sure. Okay. So we can get a look at the hand, but Spell Snare's a bit of a shit, so... I guess if they got Spell Snare, but if we get it with Collective Brutality or we get it with Glimpse, right?
Yeah. We got 2 glimpses, so.
No, we just got them. 10 cards. Ashok. Whoa! Look at this.
They have Ashiok? Whoa.
They have the better art too. Crabs are $4. I hope
Yeah.
Can someone check if they spiked over the weekend? Because I'll be pretty proud if they did. So they don't have Spell Snare, but they can have Logic Knot and they could have Cryptic. No, sorry, they have Cryptic. They can have
Dovin's Veto.
Logic Knot, Dovin's Veto, and a push to go disallow. So
Their thing.
we can 2 spells. We collected brutality in the hand.
It's Glimpse again. Glimpse landed first time round, so.
But no, they only have 1 mana up then. I think we collective here, and then we know exactly what we're playing against. They stay the same. Damn it! Must spike crabs! I've got like literally 1,000. No, I'm kidding, not really. Dovin's Veto, sure. Well, we're playing like a burn game here. This means that our visions is now draw 3 cards.
Which is pretty good.
So what I'm hoping happens here is they untap, play a Jason Mind Sculptor. We get to set it adrift, Visions of Beyond, and play an orb. Nope, none of those things are happening. They got Cryptic up. Okay. Let's just play a bridge then, I guess. And they'll counter it. Probably. Because this makes their life quite a pain in the ass.
Yeah, because we've milled their detention sphere as well.
Okay, they don't care. Sure.
Cool. They land. They will care about the draw 3 though, won't they?
Yes, that will get counted no matter what. So maybe they play it to Fairy now? I mean, they can still deal with the bridge apes. They've still got Cryptic Bounce, Baby to Fairy Bounce. Like, Blue-White Control is very good. I need to play it on the channel at some point. I do. You remember, like, when we used to play a lot, I used to play a lot of Control, didn't I?
Yes, you did,
Just don't
yeah.
play much Control anymore. I really need to play more of it. I love Cryptic Command. Okay, we can get a look at the hand for this. So let's grab their Cryptics.
Yes, definitely. Because we know they're holding them up, so.
Their hand is Ceremonious Rejection, Snapcaster Mage, Teferi. Which is weird, because did they not have Ceremonious Rejection a moment ago when we cast this?
I guess they must have done, yeah.
What the fuck did they want to... I guess they care more about the orb?
Maybe at the time they were hoping that we were going to play another crab, and they would have gone like Snappy Crab or Snappy Draw.
But they still had a 1-mana card to get rid of this.
Weird.
So we can't walk our visions into the Snapcaster Danny DeVito. So you want to cast a spell where they go to Snapcaster, counter the spell, and move visions in response.
Yeah.
Teferi can bounce it. Teferi can bounce it, yeah, but like these are just 1-mana answers, right? That seems very weird. Like they'd rather Snappy counter a spell, use Teferi to bounce their own Snappy. That seems much like a stronger line. Did I miss a cryptic there? No, I didn't. I thought I talked my way into fucking that up then.
You took the one out of the library, eh?
I think so. I think they have 3.
Show the
There's-
exile zone?
The upside is there's none in the graveyards. They can't Snappy it.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to Field of Ruin their white source in their end step. Oh, Snapcaster Mage on the stack. Draw 3 cards.
Yep. Seems good.
Sweet. Got him.
Unless they got us with another Danny DeVito. Nope.
No, this is their end. This is our end step. We've seen everything. They're Snappy opting. They only have 3. They only have 3 what?
3
So-
cryptics again.
So they're now gonna play Teferi and bounce their own Snapcaster Mage. That's the correct line here. And then they've got Snappy plus Ceremonious Rejection. Cheddar's Bubbles, the other guy talking is Rob, the White
Hello.
Rabbit. Yes, now they bounce the Snappy, and Snappy with Ceremonious deals with the orb. Do they have Spell Snare? They have to spell in the graveyard. They have no Spell Snare. They have Path though.
Yep.
Let's fuck with the mana a little bit. And this gives them another mana untapped, but I don't think it matters right now. Oh, did they fail to find?
Ooh. Well, it's even
Oh,
worse if
they
we didn't get
didn't.
the tap.
Also, I've
Like-
got a fucking crab in my hand. Why did I just do that? That was a punt. That was a punt. Okay, let's go crab. But what we'll do is go crab. I'm going to play Delta. They're going to snap Path in response to the Delta cracking, and then I'm going to play Orb, and they're going to feel really sad. Are they going to snap Path? Come on. No! Wow, interesting. Interesting.
No, but this... Oh, yeah, the... no, there's still a blue up for. Ceremonious Rejection.
Yeah, they got mana up for everything. Okay. Just pass the turn back to them and they Snappy Path us an end step to stop us being able to play an orb, I guess. That's quite clever. That's probably the best line. Take the 3 burn. Yeah. Oh no, opt. Hey Cam6969. Who was our last sub? Scrublord. Scrublord, if you're still around, buddy, I don't mind if you want to lurk and not respond, that's fine. But please let us know if there's a thing you want me to stick in my bum picture behind me. Snapcaster
Opt. Path.
Path. And then we can play Shadowrock Isle, hopefully grab a big fat thing, and then cast that turn after. Yes. Get a swamp. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Sure. They've got multiple Ceremonious Rejections in hand. 2 of those and 2 other unknowns. Ashok would be pretty sexy right now. We take 2. Oh yeah, they can get through our bridge. Damn it. 4 mana up now. Field of Ruin screws up the Shadowlock. It does. It does. We're not drawing very well from here.
We're not, no.
Whatever we put up onto this, they're going to obviously just blow it up with Field of Ruin.
Yeah. So
Put a card we
And
don't want, I guess.
yeah.
But if they don't,
They will.
they will.
So,
There's no way they won't, mate. And then we play the orb for them to counter.
Another one.
To, like, empty our hand, or do we set adrift their planeswalker?
setting a drifter to fairy is not a bad idea.
They get another draw of it, I guess.
Yeah, they'll draw off anyway.
Oh, we can't use it with small Teferi, so we should. Oh shit! Very good point, Rami. We should have got visions. We could have set adrift this, then cast this, and then we sat there with our ceremonious rejections, being like, "Oh shit."
Well, maybe they won't see it.
That is true.
All right, do we set adrift?
Set adrift and small Teferi does nothing here because they get to replay it and just draw a card off of it. Set adrift
Angry
big
Slacker.
Teferi stalls them out for a turn.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's better than nothing.
I guess. We should have put a decent spell under there and tried to. No, the Isles and shit play, not cast, I think. Yeah, they 100% go for it, okay. So we hit our last basic. They shock themselves. They play Big Teferi. They have multiple answers to bridge on board right now. So, like, if they play a Haymaker, we're in a bad spot. They've tapped out. They will draw untap 2 lands. Then hopefully we'll draw a bait spell, play a bait spell, they'll counter it, and then we'll play Orb and get them. But they have double Ceremonious Rejection, so if our bait spell's colourless, they'll just have counter for both. So colourless cards are bad here. Collective Brutality would be kind of okay. Ashok would be great. Hedron Crab's fine. If it resolves. No logic not, that's nice. And now Snappy can't attack. Well, actually it can't attack, they just bounce back to our hand with the Fairy Time Render. But...
Yeah. We're getting there, slowly
Or do
but
we just
surely.
play the Orb anyway? No, it's a waste.
Yeah, we might end up in a situation where we can actually land it.
They'll have to cash in Time Render to bounce our bridge. And then they've returned their own Snapcaster. Cool. To oust my crab. Sure.
Okay.
Opt. The more cantrips they cast, the more quicker they die. I guess they're going to try and ult this, but then... Oh, because he tucks himself every turn, he can't die. Wait,
You can mill him out there.
not if there's excellent... Oh, that, yeah, I don't think there's a... Well, there's a colonnade, okay. So they can tuck this with... Ah, shit, they have double ceremonious, don't they?
Yep. Still.
Okay, we're not going to cast this just yet. Because they might tuck our bridge, and then we can bait one with a bridge. I think we're just going to win anyway. We're going to win the numbers game. Oh, hang on. Colonnade's a 3-turn clock.
It is, yeah. We need to remove the spell for it.
They have to down tick to Frey to get rid of our bridge before they can attack it. They're going to do that now. Okay.
Okay.
If we draw a third orb, we get them. They didn't attack. They didn't attack. Don't know why they didn't attack. Okay. Play a crab. 5 cards left in library.
They got a counter, they counter it surely. Nope. Cool. So it's all ceremonious directions in hand. Snappy. Oust.
Now they're going to path to shuffle our library.
Uh,
I'm going to say no. Because we know bridge is coming to turn later. But then they just tick up to Fairy, go to 4. Second colonnade. Oh my god. Are they going to claw their way out of this? Just draw Ashok. Just draw any mill spell. Oh, that's the thing. They can't really tap out if they've got counter magic because any mill spell just kills them, right?
Yeah.
That's the plan, Elite. If they go that way, it looks like they're going to try and counter. Well, next turn they've got Colonnade plus Snapper to kill us. Oh, that's so irritating. We are dead. We're dead on board. 3 cards left in deck. What if those 3 cards are all the same card? Is there any possibility that's the case?
Yes. Ceremonious rejection.
No, they've got 2 in hand, so it's not so much rejection.
Oh.
I'm saying, like, could they have 3 paths left in their... What's in exile?
They got 2 there in the graveyard.
Yeah, so it's not path.
Dovin's veto.
Or bait the ceremonious rejection. Oh, that is sick! That is so good. You're so right.
Oh, yes! Well done!
It doesn't matter, though, because we die. Oh, no, because they'll
Yeah.
Okay. But there's only mills them for 1, and then they just... Oh, they mill for 2. They're gonna untap with... They're gonna untap with 1 card in their library.
No, cast the second orb, they counter it again.
They counter again, then what?
Oh, wait, yeah, that doesn't work.
Well, they have double Snapcaster Mage and Mana Leak, so yeah. The cards left in the library were Spell Snare, Logic Knot, and Flooded Strand. Maybe
So
they fuck this up. They can't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, they can't activate both lands. I thought they had plenty of mana. They don't. The problem is they got Cryptic in hand, haven't they? We just saw. No, what was in hand?
Mana Leak.
Mana Leak. Okay. Oh, and we know our next card is Bridge. Oh, but Bridge. Oh, and they got Teferi.
Bridge? No, they shuffled our library.
No. We said no.
Another one.
Muzzlight, yeah, this is the deck I'm playing tonight. I thought about switching on to something in Legacy afterwards, but I always think that before I start, and then I'm like, actually, no, this is more tiring than I remember. Every week. Okay, maybe they don't see the line. Ah. That's a line. Okay.
Oh dear.
Do we try and... Well, Bridge ended up being pretty good. Ceremonious Rejection is a magic card. We could have drew slightly better and probably got him, I think.
Archive Trap. In.
One of those over a Glimpse. What else do we not want? 1 Orb. Orb's very good, though.
Orb's really good.
They're keeping their paths in.
Yeah. So maybe to a crab. What was it?
Crab's way better than...
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Rammy's on the same page as well.
Another
Okay, I like
one.
this.
I mean, blanking their paths seems good.
Yeah.
They kept all... Like, I would hands down... Well, would I? Is it correct to keep all 4 paths in? Yeah, Crab is very good. We've got 7 minutes to win this. Let's do this. Running around at the speed of sound. 1 land. Okay. Do we risk it?
No. Every time we go to risk it, it fucks us.
Look how good this is, though.
All right, you want to
Okay,
risk it?
no. I've mulled.
All right. This is better.
Keep.
Top.
All the bounces, like if you bounce a 5-drop, and then they have to recast it, and you got like Mesmeric Orb out, it's very good. Okay, 1 time no spell snare, right? That said, if they spell snare, we just get to.
Okay, trap him now, sure.
I'm gonna. Or do I trap them in case they got to spell and then resolve the Mesmeric Orb? Silly Anarchist Abe got to go axe throwing. Axe throwingly, that sounds wicked. Don't hit all the axes. And if you do, now I've said that, I'm sorry. What do we prioritize more? Archive Trap or Mesmeric Orb here?
Archive Mesmeric Orb is more likely to count by Submerged Injection.
Yeah, so Submerged Rejection or Spell Snap both get it. But I'm just saying if they got to spell, they might consider going for that. Okay,
Sweet.
does Orb
Got
resolve? No. Okay, sure.
Cool.
Tap out for another counter. Go on. You bastard.
Surgical.
Surgical what? Oh, you
Well, we
wanted
drew
to draw
surgical.
surgical.
Yeah, we could hit Dovin's veto and then clear the way for Ashok.
Let's go. Put a trap under it.
Yeah,
Any order. Let's play the second orb and get vetoed, I guess.
guess so. Get Danny vetoed.
Oh!
Hello.
They might have D-Sphere in hand. Or just Teferi. Either way, if they tap out for either of those, Ashok afterwards, not bad follow-up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teferi. Bounce my orb. Then we can just replay the orb and mill them for 3.
I think I prefer Ashok because I haven't seen any fetch lands from them yet. Then again, 6. Although that walks like smack bang into a tension sphere.
Yeah. They must have reasons for this, right? Yeah, if they don't, Detention Sphere is very good. Let's go.
Okay.
I didn't come here to kick ass or chew bubblegum. I came here to play fucking weird Mirrodin orbs. And I'm all out of... But I don't know. Oof. Look at... Would you look at that?
Da-da-da-da.
Dugga, 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 dugga. It's like a machine gun. Daka, daka, daka. How's our clock low in the control players? Because we've been chatting to chat. You know, it happens. This deck could do with some sort of flashback card. Maybe Lingering Souls. I don't know.
I think so.
That's a lot of...
Oh, surgicals everywhere.
Do we just fire this into their stuff? Can we cast this yet? No.
I
Do
don't feel
we-
like fighting into their stuff is good.
Fuck it. Let's see what happens.
I
They
didn't count the last 2 things.
if they counter it, they're tapping mana, right? And then Orb gets them.
True. Catch 22.
Oh, your Snappy's about to get bad.
Bye bye.
26 cards in exile. Just slam a KO and be like, boom.
Killing.
Milled double path Narset Snappy. We get to archive trap them next turn if they don't have any way to deal with it. Which they might not.
They may not.
Put target. Oh, they put an orb on the bottom of our library. Yeah. Oh, we can't because it's a fairy. Oh, we got Echoing Truth. Of course we can.
Yes.
I'm so good at this game. Draw that. Okay, so we're Echoing Truth this for that. Then we're gonna go blue. Play this. I did bounce the correct Teferi, which is nice. Then we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna... Oh yeah, Big Teferi untaps lands and triggers them all more. That's pretty funny. And they've scooped because Moto's like bugged out. There we go.
Whee!
We got him. Blue-white control, more like get fucked by Mill, buddy! Pat Starling with a 3 months in a row. Thanks, Patrick. GG Millie. Easy game. Easy game. Never think much at all. That game too, there was so much thinking and it was all just in vain as well. That's the worst thing about playing against control is when you like think really hard and then lose anyway.
Yeah,
Fuck.
you play through all the lines and they've just got that extra counter spell, or just got that extra removal spell.
Yeah, you're like, oh, all this thought, and they just had the third Dovin's veto. What are the
Yeah.
chances?
It's like when the Jace brainstorm, like it seems so so low impact because nothing happens on the board, and you're like, yeah, this is fine. Like we got loads of options, and they've
It's why
just
they say
like,
control mirrors
sculpted
aren't
a perfect
exciting
hand.
for the
Yeah,
viewer.
visual play, yeah.
And yeah, Chad is right. We probably should be 3-1 if it weren't for someone ghosting me. Pat, if you want to stick something up my arse, this is my bum. I'm just gonna show the chat. This is my arse. If you want to stick something up my arse, then you need to just say, because every sub today gets to stick something up or in or on my arse. So let me know, Patrick, if you're still here. Uh-oh, says Cam. I wonder if your dream crushed him and made him go 1-3. Ugh. The word dream crushing always makes me feel fucking guilty. Always makes me feel guilty. Right. I can do it with my glass of water. I'm thirsty. How does one resub? It looks like you already are resubbed this month, which kind of puts you out the running for it. I am the soup has subbed. Let me know what you want to put on my arse. I am the soup. Right, we won the die roll. Let's go. Seems okay. Orb is a very good magic card, as we know.
It is. That's true.
Pat wants
a
a
crab.
Pat wants a did you do, right? After this game, Pat.
Did you do it? Is
Pat, I mean, you could just say yes here and I wouldn't know the wiser. You are the Pat I went to Madrid with, right? Not Madrid, sorry. Where did we go? Where did we hang out? Was it Madrid? I think it was Madrid. Is there any tea on your ass? If not, I need to fix it. Okay, and we want to squirt tea like a fucking hot enema. I'm going to do a cup of tea. Madrid, yes. Yeah, I thought it was you. So many Patricks in my life. I'm going to keep this. Dilgy 10 is deciding whether to look into 6 or not. They've kept their 7, so we're going to go... We're going to keep our fetch lands for our crabs, obviously.
Yep.
Maybe we should have faked having interaction off our water grave. Right, one time no spell snare. One time no spell snare. Come on. It's on the stack. It resolves.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy. Team carry Alex. That was my team, yeah. I say, I tried to carry as hard as I could and still didn't get there. That's a thing in the ice. Okay, that's a clock,
Okay.
potentially. Okay, so we mill for 2. And we draw... Glimpse the unthinkable. I guess we glimpse them here, filter through and trap them next turn plus glimpse or something.
Yeah.
And
Give them
hopefully...
those phoenixes.
Yeah, we put them all in the bin and then we gotta get something. There's 1 phoenix in the bin now. We could just die. Wow, Ape is declaring war on all Patricks. Do we have any other Patricks? We got Pat Starling and we got Patters, obviously, it's Patrick. Do we have any other Patricks in chat? Holler at me from the west side. I don't know what I'm talking about. Thing in the ice counter removed. Sleight of hand resolving, and if they play a land and cast 2 more spells.
We need a bush.
Well, we might be able to just mill them up before they kill us, maybe. Maybe. We're milling them for 23 next turn. 24. They got 37 in their library. If we draw a second Archive Trap, they just die. So that's nice.
Shock themselves.
Yep, there's the Manamorphose. I think this matchup's actually okay for us. They've had... if they don't go turn 2 thing in the ice, if they spin their wheels like Phoenix sometimes does, and play those Phoenix later in the game, we're okay. It's if they go like early thing in the ice and then we mill a load of Phoenixes. Luckily we only milled 1 Phoenix. So as long as they don't Faithless here and ditch 2 more, we're okay. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh. We're just going to get hit for a bunch and then we're going to draw Archive Trap and murder them. Right? Okay, they discarded no more Phoenixes. They gut shot us there to flip the thing in the ice. Sure. We're going to take 10 here. So we want to draw a bridge or Archive Trap to not die. There's 33 cards in the library currently. Is there any reason to Field of Ruin ourselves? As in, like, tap off Field of Ruin?
No.
Well, it enables Manic Scribe potentially, and Manic Scribe's also a blocker for this. So maybe Manic Scribe's not a terrible draw. Darkslick Shores and Snaring Bridge and Darkslick Shores to the graveyard. Oh, have we done it?
Do we have enough mana?
No, we're 1 mana short.
Thought so.
Shit. Okay, let's think about this. So they're milling 5. 2 traps is 26. That's
Another one.
31, and then they untap and kill us. Okay, so that doesn't work.
Visions, draw removal.
Yeah, maybe. Or even a blocker, just like a crab.
Yeah.
We kind of want to... So we're hands down not killing him this turn, right?
Yeah, so how many cards in the library?
33.
There's 3 in their library.
Yeah. So 2 traps doesn't quite kill them.
So that's 26
7, 8,
plus
9.
5 is 29.
Yeah, with 2
No,
cards
26, 31.
26 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 21.
31.
I wish Vision would be on targeted. Ashok is not slow against Phoenix. Ashok's great against Phoenix. Like, it's been our best card the whole time. Ruin Trap. Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to have to go... Oh, hang on. Phil takes 1 more card at the library. We're 1 short. That is irritating, isn't it?
No, we're not, because their land will be untapped, won't it?
Ah, of course it will. Of course it will.
So we
okay.
need to do whatever
We
we're going to
need
do.
to-
Doing
No, we need to draw cards this turn, so we need to get their library down.
no, okay.
So Trap is free, leaves us with 2 mana up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think we played land this turn, I'm not sure off the top of my head. I want to crack this
Yes.
fetch now to maximise our chance of drawing what we need.
Okay.
And then we have to be very careful about our mana sources.
So
So if I Watery Grave Shock myself and play a blocker here, I'm on 6, take 3, and I'm in bolt range.
just get a
Get
basic.
Slump. Sacrifice this, blow up this. Grab an island here. Yep. I mean, we could just draw 2 more traps.
Hang on a second, we can do it.
Go on.
Oh wait, no, we can't. Sorry. So we Argo trap here.
There's another Phoenix in there, bin. Then we Vision of Beyond.
Yep.
Draw Surgical. Draw the blocker that we can't cast now. Okay. They had a strong turn 4 kill. We did not have a strong turn 4 kill. That's just how that went.
It was close though.
We were very close. Surprisingly close for a meme deck versus one of the best decks in the format, right? Chadders Bubbles is saying GG. You're not my opponent, are you, Chadders? Ashok's, Extirpation Surgical, Crypt Incursion was not what we brought in last time. Dismembers we did bring in, didn't we? Echoing Truth. I think that's what we brought in, wasn't it?
Yes.
Then we trim a trap, trim a search, trim a vision. Am I mill 1 trick now? No, Pat, no way. I'm waiting for D&T, the days of D&T to be good again. Do we want Manic Scribes? Probably not.
Probably not. No, not really.
Trim a Glimpse. that's
Well, in the
still-
block thing, the ice.
Like that.
Hmm.
We're just going to ride an Ashok to victory.
Okay.
Okay, I want to go turn 2 Orb into Ashok. And have a surgical in hand. So our best hand is probably like Crab, 3 lands, Ashok, surgical, Orb. Yeah?
Yes.
That's a 1-lander again.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Fucking hell. Okay. It's got to be better than most 5s. We've got an answer to Thing in the Ice. This is the most important thing about this hand. Maybe HG Butt is right, actually. Maybe sending out our orbs is correct in the faster matches. Yeah, we're very likely to be able to cast that trap next turn. Very likely. Also, Brutality is very good at just like ripping away Finale or whatever, as we've said before. Let's have a look at that hand. Show me what you're working with. Spire Bluff Canal, so we're not casting Archive Trap because Magic hates us. Spell Pierce. Sleight of hand, double bolt, and a Thing in the Ice. So taking the Spell Pierce means we can resolve our push.
I think that's the option. The other temptation is the Faithless Looting.
Yeah, no, I agree, but I think Pierce is 100%. Yeah. I do agree, but Pierce is the one we have to take. We're forced to.
Yeah.
So don't draw the 3rd land when we can't kill the Thing in the Ice. Okay. Actually, that said, we could have maybe left them with Pierce because they were tapped out.
No, because if that was the case, they might have gone Faithless Looting, keep up Pierce for our next play.
That is true as well. Okay.
So just push it now.
We could also just like kill a Spire Bluff Canal, Archive Trap them, and push it now.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, actually, do we want to do that? Because I mean, they have a turn where they might have multiple Phoenix in the graveyard, and then 1 land off going Sleight of Hand, Faithless Looting, Bolt. So I think we want to kind of burst them down a little bit. It's in some ways, it's probably in this scenario we're playing kind of like when you play Burn Against Death Shadow. You can't just like regularly pummel them. Yeah.
So what? We just want to hang back for the minute and see what they do in their turn, and then go from there.
Yeah, but then we're letting them untap to find the Pierce or something, aren't we? Pierce will be okay. We can pay for it, but
let's see what they do, because we can always do stuff in response to like a sleight of hand or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Metamorphose, more likely.
Yes. Yeah, and like HG Butt said, like if we draw another trap, this is much more valuable to. Our Field of Ruin becomes doubly valuable.
Yeah. See, now our Field of Ruin is valuable because they've just set up there, top of their library.
No, you put 1 in your hand and 1 on the bottom. Yeah. But yeah, the bottom can't get shoved back in. They're going to go favourites now and ditch 2 birds, aren't they? I'm going to feel fucking sad about life. But we have Dismember for a bird if we're in a pinch, I guess. 1 Phoenix to the graveyard.
Cool.
So we get hit for 3 here because we're definitely pushing the...
That's what we want to...
Because if we Field of Ruin now, we can't fire off another trap. Island? That's not great.
No, it's not.
We can 26 back again. Seems bad. Kind of need a Narset or something. We are doing half their deck in. Let's pass and see what happens. Like,
Yeah. Tricky situation.
we can field them and get 2 black sources and then Dismember for only 2 life and kill a Phoenix. There is that as well. Oh god. We kind of want them to spunk a lot of their hand off before we start milling them. Looting out of the bin, is it? Yeah. We kind of need a Narset or a Surgical or an Extra Pate before we start going
By
off.
Narset, you mean Ashiok.
That's the one. How many traps do we side out? 2. So actually, yeah, we can only redraw one more. Okay, we get a free trap eventually. Am I just like dismembering this now? It's paying 2 life to not be hit for 3.
Hmm.
No.
No, because if we draw like an extra pay or something, we can kill it and get it.
Yeah. Now we get a second black source for our dismember, and I'll go trap them now.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully untap into something good.
This format needs careful study.
One more bird in the bin. Oh, you bastard.
Oh man.
You actual bastard. Okay, that's fine, because they're going to crack their fetch, right?
Yeah, they got fetch, so hit him. Whole hog.
10. They go to 17 cards in library. I've never wanted Ashok more in my life. They must think we haven't got another trap now, right?
Yeah.
They must do.
The odds of us drawing that other one was so small.
Go on, just crack your fetch, please. Unless you're ghosting. Don't be ghosting, buddy. Just crack. Bolt my face. That's not nice.
That's not cracking a fetch.
That genuinely hurt. Oh, there's 2 Phoenix in the bin. I lied. I literally lied.
Now maybe they will be forced to crack this fetch then.
Didn't have
Come
double
on.
bolt. Yeah, they're not cracking this fetch to play around our archive trap. I can't believe we're like, oh, we started 2 of them out. Let's just go for it. Oh, it's the second trap. Fuck me. Fuck me. Don't hardcast a Phoenix. That'll make me sad. Oh, that's worse than hardcasting a Phoenix. That means we're dead.
Oh dear.
We take 3 and get at 8. And then we get attacked with 9 power. We paid 2 life to kill 1. Going to 7. Then we get hit for 6 and go to 1. Is that correct? We get to untap, anyway.
Yeah.
And they draw a card. Yes. Yes. No, I got a 6. I got a 6. I don't survive. Well, that's that. The deck didn't quite perform how I was hoping it would. We've been pretty close, like a lot of times. We've had a lot of close, fun matches.
That's true.
Well, I mean, at the moment, I'm 2-1 against Phoenix, but that might be anecdotal armchair general. Am I 2-1 or am I 3-1? Did I play them twice? Played them twice tonight. We beat them once and lost them once, haven't we? Like Ashok is very good. Like, very, very good. Yeah. Like, we've been beating Phoenix. But it's the Phoenix draws that they don't play a TT. That's the main thing. Like, so there's a bit of element of luck as well, that their hand is more of the setup hand than the play a TT and fuck you. Yeah, main board Surgical's pretty good against the Birds. Although we didn't see any Surgicals in any of those games against the Phoenix second time round. So, GG's Dilly G. Were you my last round opponent? I think that name rings a bell for some reason. I've got to do some drawings now, huh, kids? Right, let's get my arse out. Let's get my arse out. This is my arse. Yes, Dilly G. Well played, my friend. We didn't really see any Surgicals, which was a shame. But like the first game when you had Thing in the Ice just absolutely wrecked us. Like,
Yeah.
there was not much we could do to recover from that. the TT draws are way better than the Art Collect draws, it seems. But that's the case for a lot of decks, right? Like, a lot of decks just want to thing in the ice them. So, we're going to add a didgeridoo. We're going to add a didgeridoo to my arse.
Just tooting.
We had 3 main board dilly, and then we had 5 post board with the extra paper. We just didn't see them. So we need a didgeridoo's curved, Rob.
Hmm?
Didgeridoo's curve at the end?
No.
So what curves at the end then?
Alpine horns.
Well, this is kind of like an alpine horn now. Well, hang on. I'm sure the art for didgeridoo has a curve on it.
I'm not sure if it does.
Whatever. Toot toot. We'll put a little ribbon around it as well. Tie a little ribbon around the old toot toot. And then we've got a cup of tea in my arse.
Oh. It's hot in your ass.
Well, technically I've had a cup of tea up my arse before, but it's normally like digested and shit, you know?
Yeah, it's coming out the other way, yeah.
That is the worst. I've not fucked up any of the drawings yet. I've never seen your streams before. This is not what I was expecting. Yeah, this is a new little game we're playing. This bit. Let's get rid of that. Let's try a cup of tea one more time because that was fucking awful. Looks more like a Swedish announcement horn. You look like a Swedish announcement horn, you fuck. You horny fuck. Alright, let's do that. Let's go cup. It's gonna be one of my cups that I've sold in the past, you know?
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. We got Teferi. Right, let's go through, because we're coming to the end of the stream now. We're going to raid someone in a second, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone betwixt. We are going to raid. But before we raid, we've had a... Right, where are we? Teferi. I'm really proud of that Teferi, Rob.
Yeah, me too. I think it's good for Ferry.
Genuinely impressed. We've got a bent didgeridoo. It's a rendered didgeridoo by Teferi the Time Render, get it?
Oh, okay, he's bending it out of time and space.
Yeah, exactly. That's a PK mug. That's a bearded Mox Tantalite there as well. We've got a mildly lost Fibblethip. A pug with unusually large ears. We've got stone. We got Mother of Runes. Dwayne the Rock Johnson. A trumpet. A millstone. A 33 ducks in a trench coat. Averson's... Oh, fuck, I can't see because of the... Over there we go. 33 ducks in a trench coat. A Black Lotus. Collector Oof and a Belfastrix. Should have asked for Arse Blast. You should have asked for Arse Blast, but it's too fucking late to apologise now, Sonny Jin. Right, so you all know what's going on. I released a video today moaning about the 5 cards that I thought should have been in Modern Horizons that weren't. So please go watch that video.
Were they all Wasteland?
One of them was Wasteland Old Port. But the caveat was not necessarily the original card itself, but even a fixed version. You know,
we have a fixed version. It's called Tectonic Edge.
That's not a fixed Wasteland, is it? It's like Wasteland if we get to turn. Here's my argument, okay, against Tectonic Edge and that discussion. It is a fixed Wasteland in a format where people don't fucking die on turns 3, 4, and 5. Right? Like, being able to tech edge someone is fucking pointless in Modern. We saw it there. We were trying to mill out our opponent by turn 4 before they Phoenixed us by turn 4. Like, it's just dumb. It's just dumb. So, that was on there. Containment Priest is also in the list, because I talk a lot about that as well, how I really want that to be there. So, I'm really happy with that video. It's just a fun little ditty. 10-minute bit. There'll be some content tomorrow as well. I should have... What's coming out tomorrow? I don't know yet. I think tomorrow's actually empty day. I need to figure something out tomorrow. Isn't Ghost Quarter our fixed Wasteland? No. It's very
Ghost
different.
Quarter is a fixed strip mine.
Well, in terms of its targeting, yes, but in terms of what it does, no. Again, it doesn't... It's meant to disrupt people's colours, not... You know?
Yeah.
Destroy our basic land. That'd be so terrible, wouldn't it? But, yeah, so I've got content coming out tomorrow and Wednesday. I've got Modern Horizons sealed content coming this week as well. And then hopefully I'll have a bit of gameplay this week. I might not have a big gameplay video because I spent a lot of time on my Mill 1 on Friday and felt a bit burnt out over the weekend. But it's been fun. It's been very fun. Thanks for coming on as always, Rob.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much, and thanks for everybody who's come along.
Let's raid somebody. We will be back next Monday, and then let's look at the calendar a second. Yes, next Monday we'll be around, and the Monday after I'll be on a break as such because I'll be flying up to Portland. Would you have accepted Dust Bowl? Yeah, I think Dust Bowl Modern could have been quite fun. Be Fuzzy is streaming. Let's have a look. Depends what he is streaming. I might have an exciting announcement this week or next as well. But I can't go into too much detail about that live because I'm still waiting to hear on details too. The London Mulligan will save MTG, change my mind, says Elizabeth Eden. That's a pretty funny stream title considering everyone's fucking losing their shit over it, aren't they? Mm-hmm. No one's really, like, lukewarm on it, are they, Rob? Everyone's either like, it's gonna ruin Magic, or it's the greatest thing I've ever seen. No one's ever lukewarm. But that's Magic for you, right?
Absolutely. Everyone's got to be fully hyperbole.
Are you excited for London Mulligan?
I am.
Good.
Because I think that mulliganing is already probably the most skill-intensive thing to do in the game. And I feel that London Mulligan kind of punishes you less for making those difficult decisions.
Yes. Because how many games do we have on stream, or do I have in general across my Magic playing in front of people, like career as it were, where I just get fucked because I'm like, well, I'll draw the third land, right? Like it's always the mulligan. It's mainly the mulligans that really fuck me. Punts hurt as well. I can't see Fuzz online, but I can see Jungle Fiver, and he's playing Modern Mux Flux Channeler, as foretold, Proliferate.
Let's do it.
So I've got some respect for that.
Let's see what that is all about.
No, Rob, I'm the least hyperbolic person in the world. Right, so let's go show Jungle Fiver some love. I can't see... I can't see Fuzz, though. Hang on, let me have a look. That's a cool image. Bant flashing standard. Come on, Fuzz. Go on, then. We'll give him some love. Fucking standard. Thanks for playing my favourite opera. No worries, Dennis. Thank you for coming along and having some input as well. We're going to raid now, so even if you're going to stay on for ages, please go and show some love to the fellow streamer, because it's good to show our love around. So when you get into this raid, please all join. Hopefully we have over 100 people. I'm going to instigate it now. When you get in, please toot toot brashly and loudly for our friend who we're going to raid now. So 72, that's 72 will do. We've had a lot of people obviously heard that we're raiding and just fuck off. They leave immediately. Like, fuck this shit. Right, thank you everybody, boys and girls. I'll see you all soon. I might be streaming later in the week, by the way, for just a bit of arena grinding, but I'll let you all know via Twitter if that's the case. Ta-ta for now.